Has this worked? It has worked. It hasn't worked. It has worked. This is what I say at the beginning of all of them, just to make sure it has worked. Well, I got a notification saying it's worked. Is there a delay? It says I've got... Oh no, I haven't dropped any frames. Okay. I reckon this has worked. I'm going to give it 4 minutes before I kick off, so I can say exactly 8 is my goal to complete the Simpsons Hit and Run, which I don't think is that difficult a task really, but my partner said I couldn't do it, and that's what she said about Rayman 2, and as we all know, I did that with 2 minutes to spare, so, you know, maybe this one's more ambitious, maybe it's less ambitious, who knows? I sure as hell don't know. Actually, is the music even on? Is that too loud? I can't decide if that's... It's quite loud in my headphones, but is that too loud on the stream? Can you hear me still? Which is actually really annoying. We'll give it another 3 minutes, I reckon. Because then it is exactly 5 past. You're corking it. Well, that's lovely. I'm corking it too. I hope that's not something we're going to keep saying. Actually, no, I do. I hope it is. In your last video, you said that the assets used in Crash 4 are the same ones in the Insane Trilogy. That is incorrect. Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that. Yeah, it's, the thing is, I kind of knew that. As soon as I saw the first comment saying that, which was... I've had a few comments saying that, I realised, oh yeah, I was wrong. But, you know, you live and learn. Point still remains, though. They basically made that trilogy to reignite the Crash Bandicoot passion, and then use the same sort of art style, same gameplay. They made Crash 4, it was a direct sequel, so same idea, even if it wasn't an asset flip. Yeah, I mean, regardless of that, obviously, that would save them time and money if they did that for Rayman, which is what I'm pretty sure they're doing. Or not, I don't know, I don't want to say anything anymore just in case I'm wrong. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Still not time yet. Just gonna move that over there. Got to keep an eye on Chrome just in case I lose the connection. I've dropped 0 frames. This is better than all of my other streams put together already. I see this is an absolute win. The mouse. There we go. Hello, hello. You're going to paint your bathroom while watching the stream. All I can say is, for the love of God, don't take painting advice from me. It would appear, I have no idea what buttons I've assigned to anything, so this could get interesting. We're starting at 5 past, so we're going to try and do it in 3 hours. We're going to try and finish at 5 past 8, or earlier. That's the goal, at least. I don't think I saved the camera settings because that is bonkers, but you don't need the camera for this. Realistic hopes for Gamescom. Rayman. No, I'm kidding. Paint in a pattern. Yeah, if you do like a M shape and then you got like a square, and then you can fill in the paint there and spread it out or feather it out. That's what I do. I say what I do. I just painted a ceiling, so you can't really do that. I had to wear a pair of glasses so that I didn't get it in my eyes, and it still managed to get in my eyes. So, you know, like I say, don't use my advice on painting. For anyone that doesn't know, you should join the. This is a good way to bulk out the Discord. Actually, join the Discord and read back on the general channel yesterday. You'll understand why painting is not my strong suit. Although it is. I did it in like 2 hours of total painting time. I did the whole room, or at least touched up the walls, did the ceiling. Just apparently you're supposed to not paint wet plaster. Apparently plaster that looks dry is technically still wet. I didn't think that was common knowledge because I didn't know that, but then the builder laughed at me. So it is what it is. Realistic hopes for Gamescom though, I don't know. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. A bunch of Switch 2 ports of the RPG trilogy, probably. I think that's pretty realistic. In fact, I hope that anything Nash Weedle has said that can be proven true comes true, because that means all of the Rayman stuff he said is also true, if that makes sense. Halfway through the tutorial, my friend. This is not a standard playthrough because we're skipping all the cutscenes and we're jumping to the missions, because otherwise there's literally no hope to do it in 3 hours. The way I see it, if I assign 21 minutes per level, that's 7 of them, that takes us to 2 hours and 27 minutes. So that gives us 33 minutes of wiggle room, and that's 3 minutes per individual mission. I feel like that's probably a sensible bet, but we'll see. Because you also got to get lots of money, because you have to buy certain vehicles, like them. You're saying Nash Weedle is saying we'll hear about Rayman next week? No. Nash Weedle reckons Rayman exists, and there will be a playable demo of sorts for press behind the scenes. So we're unlikely to see, well, we're not going to see anything ourselves, and we're unlikely to hear anything about Rayman from Gamescom. But, as history has dictated, someone is going to go to Tom Henderson at Insider Gaming and just tell him everything, because that seems to be what happens. And to be honest, I'm glad. I do actually think what he said is true. I believe him. Not because he's got a particularly good track record. He's got an okay track record, but because he recently spoke to allegedly he recently spoke to someone at Ubisoft, well, an ex-Ubisoft employee that left like February, March sort of time, and apparently, yeah, and speaking to that person, he's come with a bunch of Rayman and Beyond Good and Evil info and Assassin's Creed info, and I think that's relatively believable. So we'll give him that. Metroid Dread was shown in 2008. Okay, well, it's game over, isn't it? We've got another 20 years till Rayman. We've got another 20 years till Metroid Prime 4. Probably. Take the whole can and chuck it at the wall. To be honest, it's better than my method. Yeah, I also, on the painting thing, the guy that did the plastering, the plasterer, I believe they're called, he left his like black plastic sheets down and said, "Oh, you keep them there, you can use them to paint," and then said we'd have our living room back in no time, and then gave me tips on how to paint it. Maybe I'm an idiot, but that to me it came across like he was meaning you can crack on with it straight away, you know. So I don't think it's common knowledge, but if it is, I don't give a shit because it's too late now, and We fixed it. Well, we didn't fix it. We painted over it, and it doesn't look too wet, so we'll see. This mission is a good one because bollocks. You don't have to use this vehicle. So I'm going to not use this vehicle to kill Mr. Smithers. I do find it interesting that this game has significantly more violence than any other game I can name. In the first level, you murder Mr. Smithers, and then you do it again. Well, you have to race him the second time, but if you've got the time, you blow up his car and then just walk the rest of the race for a giggle. Future Corkben, mad at past Corkben. Ah. Days of Corkben past? No, I don't. No. I looked up all sorts of stuff about the bloody paint. We've left the windows open. I gave it like a mist layer, which is where it's like half paint, half water mixed together. And apparently that makes the paint stick to the plaster better. And as a result, it's less lumpy and bumpy, and apparently that's one of the issues that will happen if it's wet. But we've seen a little bit of orange sort of bleed through the paint already, so that wetness from the plaster is kind of rearing its ugly head already. But whatever. The way I see it, we had a hole in the ceiling because it was directly under the bath, and there was a hole in the bath. So the bath's been fixed, the ceiling's been fixed. Now it's just that the paint's going to flake or get a bit mouldy. That's a lot cheaper and a lot less dangerous than a broken shower and a hole in a ceiling. So I think we're still up on the whole ordeal. Oh no, I put a watered down layer as the first layer, I'm afraid. I also did, 2 more layers of full-on thick emulsion paint. Smithers just killed himself there. This game is brutal. We're 8 minutes in. We're 3 missions in. So we're 4 missions in? 3 missions in. It ain't going too well. Or it is. It's going well, but my problem is I was thinking level 1 would be quicker than all the other levels. We're in for 20 minutes per level. There's 7 levels. All we want to do is roll credits. We don't need to do anything else. I'll do 100% stream another time, perchance. Not perchance, perhaps. But yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Problem with this is I need to focus, and as I found out from my god-awful display of Rayman 2 last week, I'm not good at focusing. Anyway, like, you forget the streaming, I just can't focus. Shit. Yeah. Rabbids versus the 10th Doctor. They'd kill him with hammers. And then he'd probably try and... I don't know. Man. Remember when I had that Doctor Who channel briefly for like a month? And the finale was so bad that I stopped immediately. Those were the days. But I was setting up the controller earlier, and unfortunately fucked it a little bit. That's why there's a hole in it. No, I unfortunately have gotten the camera controls wrong, so it's ridiculous trying to control the camera on this thing. I also picked a bunch of buttons that don't make sense as well. You can't skip this cutscene. Damn, I can read the comments now. Bring back the UbiArt games. I still think they should have done DLC for Rayman Legends, because Rayman Legends is just like a level pack game anyway. It's basically DLC for Origins, so why not just make more level packs of... Actually, it's too loud to wear my headphones. Why not just make more level packs, like more music packs for Legends? Just release them now, who cares? Don't need to make a new game, just make more levels. You know, it's surprisingly easy to make levels in Legends. It's like weirdly easy to mod and no one does it. I'm saying that as if, I don't have the physical capability and also have not done it. So, I'm as bad as everyone else. Not that it's bad, but, It's actually pretty easy to mod Rayman 3. You need Unity, and this is entirely the problem, and exactly why I'm never going to do it, because, you know, it's Unity. But I was going to make some extra disco trip levels, because it's really easy to just take the geometry that already exists in the game, and all the collision and stuff like that, and all the mechanics, and just make more of it. So without needing to make new 3D assets for like a new world or anything, you can just make some new disco trips. Which, like I say, I was going to do in Unreal, because I know how to use Unreal, but you need to use Unity, and I refuse. Partly because, you know, it's horrible to use, but also because you download anything from Unity and it charges the person who made it 20p or something stupid. Don't use Unity. Use Godot or Godot, whatever it's called. That's a good engine. I want to... Gotta stop reading the comments. I want to play Origins, but don't want to buy a whole console to do so. Maybe I'll settle with the Wii version on the CRT. Play the PC version. I know I've said in a video that you should never play PC ports of games, but I'm wrong. Play the PC one, it's fine. The only bad one of that is the 3DS port, I think. Not I think, I know. Rayman Legends level maker, like Mario Maker, would go hard. Do you know, I made the first level of Rayman in Mario Maker 2 for a video, and I never made the video. This was 6 months ago, because I realised I wasn't screen recording my fucking Switch. Newer side scrollers, games seem bland. They do. The PC version has high input lag. Why don't you emulate the Wii version? Oh no, you just play it on the Wii. Yeah, you've got a Wii, haven't you? Easy, mate. Bone Storm. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. This may seem weird that I'm stopping to get some of these coins, but you got to buy that fucking skull car right at the end. And that's expensive, and I don't want to be wasting my time, so I'm going to stockpile as many coins as I can. So you got to buy vehicles throughout the whole game, and that sucks. Lost Media. I forgot what I said. What's Lost Media? Rugrats the adventure game on PC. That's Lost Media. Except it's not. I've got it, so I don't know why I said that. Can't buy it anymore though. You can't buy the Simpsons Hit Run anymore, so I can quite happily admit that I pirated this today. Because I recently reinstalled my motherboard and therefore just wiped my computer, because I thought, why not, let's start fresh. And I forgot that I didn't have this installed, so I was going to stream the PS2 version and realised that I just absolutely don't want to play this on PS2. So I had to pirate this, and you can say that legally because it's abandonware, so you can do what you want. And you can also just do what you want anyway. No one owns games these days anyway, so it's not piracy. There's like 3 hours of Corkben Lost Media waiting for us. Oh right, my video is Lost Media. Yeah, I'm still going to make all these videos I've talked about. A year ago, I recorded a full playthrough of this, except it was a challenge, and you can't break the law. I ended up getting 18 hours of footage, and yeah, Jesus, that was so hard, but well worth doing, so it was good fun. I need to make that video. It's also worth noting, in order to complete this challenge, I basically have to do a flawless run. So I might, if I manage it, I might rename this video when it's done, like the live stream, beating Hit and Run without failing any missions or something. Because yeah, I mean I've already done that because I tried it before. After the one I just said about the not breaking the law, I thought I know I'll do one where you don't fail any missions, so I thought this was going to be easy. Though it might be quite hard, might make for a funny video. No, it was too easy. I did it first try and it was really boring, so I never made a video out of it. In case anyone is wondering what I'm doing, if they don't know, this is the... What? not cheat, but it's the cheeky way of winning this race, because if you put yourself in the door when it closes, you can zoom through Mr. Burns' mansion, or the power plant, whatever, and you can win the race easily. And normally I'm fine winning the race anyway, but this is significantly quicker. Ah, no. There we go. We're not going to save. Maybe do this, but for Beyond Good and Evil. Oh hell yeah! I've speedrunned Beyond, well not speedrunned, but like I've beaten Beyond Good and Evil in 2.5 hours before. So I guess, well, when the Xbox Collector's Edition comes, because I ordered the Switch Standard Edition of the remaster and the Xbox Collector's Edition, and that's still not come. When that comes, I want to go through, get all the achievements again. So maybe I'll stream that and do the speedrun mode in that game, and you know, do it in, well, ask my girlfriend how long it'll take, and then try and beat whatever she says, because for some reason if she says I can't do something, she doesn't think I'm capable, that gives me the motivation to do it, which is probably not the healthiest thing, but it gets me to do things. Oh, you can't build this shelf in an hour, I'll do it in half an hour, on principle. I realise she now might just say this stuff to get me to do things, and it's a power that she could abuse, but I don't care. Any thoughts on Rayman and Captain Laserhawk? Not really. I don't really care for Captain Laserhawk. Like, it's fine. I don't hate it. I just think it was a bit shit. Like, I like that Rayman was in it. That's fine. I just don't think it was really a very good show. Like, I'm really glad Rayman was in it. He wasn't Rayman, obviously, even slightly, but that's fine. It's an adaptation. I'm not one of those people that gets arsey if an adaptation, you know, is an adaptation. Like, oh dear, Fantastic Four is so stupid because Pedro Pascal doesn't do Reed Richards well, doesn't he? I don't give a shit. If I wanted to comic book Reed Richards, I'd read a comic book, right? I want an adaptation. I want a different Reed Richards than the one we had in 2005, and obviously a different one than we had in 2015. So I don't know, an adaptation's an adaptation. So Rayman being a Captain Laserhawk and being, you know, doing cocaine off of a cow's arse, absolutely fine, don't care. Just wish the show was vaguely interesting in any other way, you know? Thank you. You say best of luck. Deep down, you wish I fail, because then it's more interesting. But thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Final boss gives you PTSD. Yeah, in Beyond Good and Evil, right? Because you got that bit where your controls reverse, and you have to like do the opposite movement to where the bad guy is, and then you make one tiny mistake and you basically have to restart the whole thing. That final boss is a nightmare. It's a lot easier on a controller than on PC, which is where I first played it, because on a controller you can just turn the controller upside down and it works. Then you don't have to do any mental gymnastics other than just remembering that the X button, if you do it like that, just remember to put your finger on a different thingy. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. It's been a long week. I'm beginning to realise that maybe 3 hours was a bit generous. I'm not going to change my estimation, but I think if I can beat Marge's level, no, if I can beat Lisa's level in an hour, so if by 6:05 I have finished level 3, then I'm going to change the target to be 2.5 hours for the whole thing, because I mean, I beat Homer's level in under 15 minutes. Obviously it's the easiest, but other than a couple of Apu levels, there aren't any that are particularly long, and like Marge has one that's literally a 15-second race. Homer's last level has a bunch of identical missions that are about 90 seconds, and not to toot my own horn, but I can do them first try without even really trying, because I don't know, I've never found Simpsons Hit Run a difficult game, and I tweeted this and people were like, yeah dude, it's really hard, and no shade, I'm not complaining. If you find it hard, you find it hard. I'm not denying that. I just I've never experienced that. Yeah, okay. I do like that version of Rayman. I think he's different, which is cool. Like, a good thing cool. I'm glad he's different, because, like I say, I like adaptations where it's someone else's take. And I like that he's just completely out of his mind. I think it's funny. Like, I don't necessarily want to play Rayman 2 with that version of Rayman, but I think for the show that he was in, it fits, and for his story arc, it's pretty funny. I don't know. That's alright. This race was nearly not a win. That was fucky. The race side missions are the hardest of the game. The main missions are a breeze. I agree with you. The race missions are in fact the harder ones. I would argue that the main missions are only slightly easier. I think the races are still a breeze. I am saying this though as someone who has beaten, not just beaten, 100%ed the game without breaking a single law. Now, that involves not crashing into any car, not crashing into any person, not crashing into any destructible, oh no, any object actually. Anytime you get a little bit of yellow on the little meter, I would have to restart the level, restart the race. Admittedly, I did spend about 3 hours on one race, and that was the hardest bit, and it was the one in Bart's second level, when you are against Homer in the sports car. That was a fucking nightmare doing it without crashing into anything, but I still did it. Oh yeah, because I also gave myself a extra challenge with that, because if you're not breaking any laws, so you're not crashing into anything, that's all well and good, but do you know what else is illegal? Children driving. So for Bart and Lisa's levels, I had to make sure I was using cars that had an adult driver in the driver's seat, because you have them. Like if you unlock, I don't know, Cletus's truck and then drive it as Lisa, he'll be in the driver's seat. I will obviously never use that car because it's really slow and a complete waste of time, but yeah, so Bart's first level was really tricky. The only way I was able to do it was to do this level with the generic taxi. You know, that yellow taxi that's just, what's it called? Like, just driving around. Because he got in a taxi, you know, he didn't drive it. Bro just played The Simpsons. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I did, I suppose. I like when he turns into Ramon. Oh, he's so, yeah, he's hilarious. I like it. Anytime anyone walks into a building with a trench coat and an AK-47, you know it's a good time. Might regret having said that. In a TV show. Shit. Yes. Oh, hang on. Is he? No, yeah. The taxi driver's still driving. See, I still win. Oh, bollocks. Why the fuck did I get in the taxi? Actually, why am I kind of winning? What? Oh yeah, not the Simpsons Hit and Run, just the Simpsons. Yeah, fair point. I'll give you that. Doing this race in this taxi, it's easier than doing this race in the normal car. You wouldn't know it from how appalling my driving is, but this is a breeze. So yeah, I guess this challenge has now become complete the Simpsons Hit and Run without failing any missions, and potentially I'm changing the goal to be within 2.5 hours rather than just 3. We're going to change that if we beat Lisa's level by 6:05. How's everyone's Friday going? Mine is going spectacularly. I had a builder come and break my fucking bath. I'm going to keep going on about this bloody builder and this bloody wall because it bloody pisses me off. Pretty good Friday? Nice. Can you hear the game through my headphones as well as through OBS? Because it's so loud in my headphones, and unfortunately the way I have my I've got it plugged into the monitor, and I can't change the volume of the monitor going into the headphones, so unfortunately I'm just stuck with it being about as loud as humanly possible. Very productive Friday, now it's chill. Nice. Pretty much the same, except mine was less productive, and yeah, but at least this is chilling. This is fun. I've been looking forward to this all week, because I love the Simpsons Hit Run. No echo right now, good, because this is the loudest it's been with this bloody Slack Geordie Ocal music, or whatever it's called. Lovely jubbly. Thanks for letting me know about the audio. I got 410 coins. I think we're alright, because we got to buy a car in this level. We got to buy the car built for Homer to do the monkey level. And then in level 3 we got to buy that costume for Lisa and the school bus. But Lisa's level has got that massive room, like the broadcasting room, where there's like 500 coins anyway, so I'll just go in there and maul them. Marge's level you got to buy a costume. You got to buy 2 costumes. Apu's level you got to buy a costume and a vehicle, I think. So we got to rack up some coins, but we're getting good coins so far, so I think we're alright. Because what I don't want to do is get towards the end of the game thinking, oh yeah, just in the nick of time, I've got just enough time to do these missions, and then get screwed over by having to collect a few more 100 coins just by driving around. Because that's the only problem with speedrunning this game, is you need to buy certain stuff in order to even start the missions. You don't even have to use the cars, that's what sucks. You spend so much time getting the money to buy them. There we go. I was going to get those crates, but I can get them during the monkey mission, which is the best mission of the game. No, it's not. It's the best mission of the level. I said that in a previous video.
Rusty burgers are made of road. Perfection, thy name.
I don't think I've posted this on Discord yet, but I'm streaming again tomorrow. I probably should have done. Going to be doing... Can't even remember what it's called. Rayman Origins. The man, the myth, the legend. So I've done 3. I've done 2. I got to mentally prepare myself for 1. Legends is going to come one day, but I'm going to do Origins first. Because Origins is basically a flawless game. I want to try and stream a VR game, because I think that would be pretty fun. But I don't know how to go about that, because what are you going to see? You're not going to see what I see. So what's the point? But I've been playing, what's it called? Super Hot. I'm going to make a video about Super Hot, because goddamn Super Hot's fantastic. But
Bart Simpson at your service.
yeah, I don't know. It's it'd be really fun to stream that. I'm not actually going to use this vehicle. I just use it to get up here, and then when I drop down, you can get the original car back. Come on. Absolutely no need for the cards this time.
Attention cars, 10-year-old hitchhiker needs a ride.
Are you hitting, son? We don't hit children in this stream, in this country anymore. I think I am actually winning. I think 3 hours was actually just stupid. I looked up a bunch of like, not speed runs, because I don't want to do a stupid tool assisted run or whatever the fuck. But I just thought I'd look up a walkthrough, you know, what's the average walkthrough on YouTube of the full game. And every level was like, just for the main missions, like 35 minutes. And then like a full game walkthrough was like 3.5 to 4 hours. So I thought I could do this in under 3. I don't know what the folks on, what any of these YouTube tutorials, walkthroughs, whatever, are doing, because I don't know, I'm thinking 2.5 is doable. Not going to be easy, but nothing good is easy. Except, like, McDonald's. But that's not even really good. We've all just pretended that it's good.
Time for some road rage. Bart?
Nando's is good. bollocks. I'm getting the police on me. This is the one upside to doing a... what's it called? A crime-free run of this game is you never get the police on you, so you never worry about missions being messed up by them or losing your money. There we go. Thing is, I actually do care about keeping the money here because I have no intention of wasting time on it, so I better not get arrested. So I might save that one for later.
Eat asphalt eaters.
Did he just say eat arsehole? Arsehole eaters? Except, you know, not in the most British way possible. How long to beat says 10 hours for the main story. How long to beat is way off on this. I don't know what they are on about, because there are 7 levels. Each level has 7 missions. These missions are 5 minutes max. Like, that would still be like an hour and 15 minutes per, no, more like an hour and a half per level. There's no way. 10 hours is absolutely bonkers. This is like a...
Fine by me.
if you just do the main missions and no, like, I don't know, extra shit, then this is a 6-hour game. Absolute max. No, 5-hour game. It's, if you start exploring, it's 6. Howdy, how's it going? To be fair, How Long to Beat probably is catered to the first time. Even then, though, unless you're I guess the end is pretty hard, and that makes the last level feel long, but as I said earlier, I don't find it that hard myself, so I don't know. Maybe I'm holding people to an unfair standard. I use How Long to Beat for open world games normally, because they're pretty good at giving an accurate representation of, like, 100% thingies. Like, they got Assassin's Creed Valhalla to the exact hour for me. It said 115 or something when I first played it. That's exactly how long it took me to 100% it, so fair play to them. Not fair play to me, I shouldn't have fucking done that. That was a complete waste of time, but so was Shadows, to be honest. We'll get to that one day. Made the mistake of making a video of saying Shadows was good once, and my channel took a dive from that, and ironically, I now think I was completely wrong. It was awful. Man, don't go dissing Assassin's Creed. At least 115 hours of Assassin's Creed 3 would have been okay, right? Oh, what? So that one was getting another one. Bollocks, I'm not paying enough attention here. Your friend is a fan of the Doctor Who channel. At least someone is. Even I'm not a fan of my Doctor Who channel. Not even a fan of Doctor Who at this point. He really likes 11, but we all know 10 is the best. Ah, see, this is where I gotta agree with him. 11's the best. 10 is... he's the second best, in my opinion. I was gonna do on the Doctor Who channel like a retrospective of every episode. Like, it was gonna take, you know, like 5 years, but like once a week or something I would just watch an episode. Start with Rose in 2005, and then just like a mini, you know, 10-minute review. What do I think of the episode? Discuss it like in the grander scheme of things with the show, blah blah blah. But then, man, that finale of the later series really killed any kind of excitement I had for Doctor Who, which is a shame. I never even finished my reviews of the series as it was happening. I made the Wish World video, but I was a bit late because we were moving house. So by the time the Wish World video was done, we'd seen the Reality War, and I just thought, this is fucked. And I just decided not to make another one. Can you do an add a woke moment of the week to prove that Doctor Who was always woke? I don't know, man. I think you gotta be nuts not to have realised it was already woke all along. Like, the first episode, working class white woman with a working class black boyfriend meets a northern spaceman, and she decides she wants a different life than the life she lives. I don't get why people said Doctor Who was never political or never woke. Like, what story did people think they were telling? Because it was never about living plastic. That was just a vehicle. Shit. That was just a vehicle to tell this story, you know? For the record, I think it's a good thing it was woke. I'm not saying that as a negative. Doctor Who's just... I don't know, it's good. You know, I mean, Amy sexually assaulting the Doctor wasn't a great move, but to give credit to Moffat, he didn't mean it in a bad way. The Doctor did more or less groom her. Again, not intentionally, and not to keep defending Moffat. I get what he was going for. The execution was just a bit funky. The Reality War was stupidly tough. It upsets me to this day. I was so excited for that finale. And I enjoyed watching it. This is what sucks. But it just... The more you think about the story and the more you think about just how much must have changed from the original plan, it's so depressing. At some point I am going to have to make some kind of video explaining not just my thoughts on that, but like my thoughts on the whole Ruby being the actual main character and for some reason having to leave. Because there's this rumour that Millie Gibson was difficult to work with or whatever, and she left Doctor Who or got fired and whatever. I don't know much about that rumour. All I know is the 2 seasons were written for her, and for some reason she did not stay on as the main companion. Yeah. Never played Assassin's Creed because I played every single one. I played every single Assassin's Creed because I played every single one. Haven't played Shadows. Just don't play Shadows, to be honest with you. Just don't play Shadows. The first 10 hours was so good. I was like, this is incredible. The stealth mechanics are good fun. The world looks nice. But, oh my god. I 100%ed it in about 65 hours, which is weirdly short for a game that claimed to be so big. And Jesus Christ, just don't. It was not good. Like, I don't just mean 100%ing it, it just wasn't good.
Yes, everybody do the Bartman.
Series 1, Episode 6. So here are the Daleks. Yeah. The Daleks are woke. The Daleks are Nazis. I love it when you try and say to someone, oh, the Daleks are allegories for Nazis, and people say, oh no, they're just metal murderers, stop making everything woke. Motherfucker, they were written in 1962, for release in 1963, I haven't got that wrong, by a man who was still having PTSD about fighting the Nazis. Trust me, the Daleks are Nazis. You're a new fan and you're deeply afraid of what's next. Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine how your friend feels. Well, no, I know how your friend feels because I feel the same. Oh, bollocks, I should have brought the costume in there so I didn't have to waste time. I think there's another time I'll be at the costume. I think actually you start the next level at Pandora's Dungeon. Fellow racists, yeah, I'm not sure we're going with that one. So let's go with Hit and Runners. That's preferable to racists. There's a nice big message there that I'm going to read, but I have to pay a bit more attention to this. Mirage was decent. Mirage was good. I like Mirage. Don't know what that was, but for some reason that paid off. Mirage was so good. Mirage is A tier. Like, legitimately just a good game. Mirage is what I think... So, Unity came out in 2014. Syndicate came out 2015. And they skipped 16, and 17 was Origins, and that was the start of the RPGs. Mirage, to me, is the game that should have come out in 2016, if that makes sense. Like, the gap between Syndicate and Origins, Mirage feels like the game that would have been there if the timeline was a bit different. Obviously, it should have been Berlin during World War II, because they were doing like a trilogy of relatively modern European cities. Germany from World War II would have been the best setting, and they were hinting at it with Syndicate as well anyway, but nah, Mirage was so good. I like Mirage. It was better than Unity and Syndicate put together. Both of their good parts put together, and Mirage still topped it. My main issue with Who is that the writing fell off, and its writers prefer to pander to audiences rather than telling compelling stories with presence. Yeah... This is the thing, I'm not sure if they are pandering. I get where you're coming from, because it definitely feels like they are. But in the same vein, who the hell are they pandering to? Like, there was an episode in the Chibnall era where there was a pregnant man, and everyone was complaining about it, saying like, oh, you're pandering to people with this awful episode. No, there was a little CGI cretin and then a pregnant spaceman. You're not pandering to anyone because it's not a real thing. I'm pretty sure he had 3 eyes or something. It's not like. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it was an allegory for something real, like racism or transphobia, fine. I appreciate that there was some motive or meaning then behind the episode, but this was literally just things that don't exist with no subtext to them whatsoever. So I don't know if they're pandering. The Pating is also, is it? But yeah, I mean, post Moffat, it did take a dive, and we all thought Russell T Davies would come back and make it better. And did he? No. That's okay. Well, I'm not going to disagree with you. I don't care for the Pating very much, but hey ho. I mean, I'd rather see the Pating back than anything from Russell's recent era. Yeah, this is very true. Chibnall's era is more like you can tell he wanted to make the show. Doesn't feel like Russell T Davies actually wanted to make Doctor Who, which is weird because he shows so much excitement about it and then turns around and says he doesn't think it's one of the greats anymore. I assume he lost passion and therefore care as soon as he was met with resistance, which he was. We know this. The story he wanted to tell is not the stories we saw. And I'm guessing that he simply just lost care and effort after that, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Yeah, I can't believe they dropped the Desmond story. Have you seen there's an AMA from Ubisoft Quebec, I think it was, talking about Assassin's Creed, and they've basically more or less just abandoned the entire modern story now, or at least they're starting it again. So all the stuff at the end of Valhalla, anything in Mirage, which was recent as well, they've just said, actually, fuck it, nah. Fresh modern day story, we don't want to make it too complicated. Like, what? So, forget Desmond, there's just everything's completely, the modern day story is completely bonkers now. Which sucks, because, you know, it wasn't the main thing, but it kind of held it all together like glue, and it was fun. I miss it. One of my favourite bits about 2 Brotherhood and Revelations was the glyphs you could do, and it was kind of, it wasn't even so much like the modern story, it was just the Animus stuff. Even that's gone now. You got the Animus hub where you can pay for microtransactions. That's what we all wanted, obviously. I think this might be the quickest. No, spoke too soon. I was gonna say I think this might be the quickest I've ever gotten all of the roadkill from this dude. And actually, I think I maintain that. Whoa! Hell yeah. Pandering was probably the wrong term to use, more condescending towards its audience. Yes, I agree there, absolutely. It is condescending, especially the most recent era. It just doesn't feel like Doctor Who. And that's... I know Doctor Who's so different and it's a show about change, but the problem is it's still got to be good, doesn't it? Don't want it to change and suddenly be bad. You do respect him for that. The difference why 10 is better is because 10 holds gun. That's it. Does he? The sonic screwdriver. I mean, look, Shooty Gatwa holds a gun, don't get me wrong. We changed the sonic screwdriver to a fictional fucking iPad so it doesn't look like a gun. But don't worry. We're gonna give Shooty Gatwa a machine gun for the finale. He just Russell T Davies talks himself into corners and then can't get himself out of it. Utterly bizarre. He just didn't give a shit. He does not care what TV show he's making. Unless it's not Doctor Who. Even now, though, I think he's slacking a bit. We've spent all the money. This is not ideal. So maybe the 2.5 hours isn't sensible. They could have taken the modern elements out of AC games and it wouldn't have affected the main meat of the game. There are merely plot devices, so the players could exist at any time. That is true, I agree. The other issues that Assassin's Creed is facing, it was always going to. No modern day thing could fix that, for sure. It was just a nice thing to have. I definitely do miss it. But yeah, I agree. Like, it's not... Shadows would not be any better if there were random... what's it called? Modern day sections. Years and Years and It's a Sin were so good. I don't know why... How so quickly his writing devolved. Like, it's not... They weren't long ago. What was Years and Years? 2017? It's a Sin was 2019, I think. Like, it's not been that long. And he wrote all of this stuff in 2022 as well. Yeah. Motherfucker wrote the Children of Earth, very anti-government, during Gordon Brown, I think. Yeah, Gordon Brown. I would have thought during Boris Johnson running the country, he would have written much angrier stuff, but seemingly doesn't give a toss. The only hint of political stuff in the most recent series was a made-up politician that, for some reason, they heavily insinuated was a rapist as well. I do not know what the hell that was doing in Doctor Who, but to give him his credit, it wasn't an episode of Doctor Who, that's why it was the best one of the season. Oh yeah, well, I mean, Belinda, obviously, the very first thing her character does is gets away from a man trying to control her and make her a housewife. Obviously, the natural evolution of her character is to become housewife. Of course. Thanks, Russell. He doesn't like women, though, to be fair. He... actually, no, that's not fair. I don't even mean that in the sense that, you know, he's into men. I mean, like, if you look at some of his writing, you can tell he doesn't view women as real characters all the time, unless they're a specific companion. But even then, it's 50-50. I hope he's not watching this, because, you know, my dream is to write Doctor Who. So if you do see this, Mr. T. Davis, please hire me. I have an idea about, well, an episode that would have worked with Capaldi. So to be honest, probably zero chance of that ever getting made. Watch Dogs Legion did a cool thing with the modern hacky assassins, and it wasn't great, but it would be so cool to have assassins in the present. Man, I've been saying this for years. Not here, obviously, but modern day Assassin's Creed, like a full game set in the modern era, would have been cool. Problem is, though, with easily accessible guns, you're kind of... It's a double-edged sword. You're kind of screwed with how much you can do, like running around, but on the flip side, it forces stealth because you can't fight your way out if, you know, some American with a gun outside a cinema wants to gun you down, which is why World War II doesn't work either. At least like Assassin's Creed 3, it takes ages to reload different kinds of guns like the muskets and stuff, but as soon as you've got like machine guns, Assassin's Creed kind of becomes impossible. I don't know. I like Watch Dogs Legion. I might be the only person in the world that says this, but I think Watch Dogs Legion was really good, and I think what it set out to do, it did really well. Maybe I'm just easily pleased, but I'm really not easily pleased. I'll complain about pretty much anything. Yeah, I think, to be honest, Watch Dogs 1 is probably the closest... Watch Dogs 1, realistically, is Assassin's Creed, but in a modern setting. And I wouldn't be surprised if internally it started as someone saying, hey, how do we make a modern day Assassin's Creed? Yeah. Assassin's Creed 3 is so good, you're right. There are buildings to climb, and they're really fun to climb. 2 stories high. Sometimes the stories are separated by big ladders. I'm not defending Assassin's Creed 3. I mean, I am, but I'm not putting in the effort to. I think it defends itself appropriately. How are we doing for time? 10 minutes to finish this level? If I can finish this level, not this mission, this level, in the next 10 minutes, I will bring the time down. No, I'm not. I'm sticking to 3 hours, just to cover myself. It's what I said originally, so you can't deny it. You can't say I failed. Connor the absolute unit. I love Connor. I just love Assassin's Creed 3. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't care. It was unfairly slated at the time, because little did we know what was going to come in the years that followed. Obviously the following year, Black Flag, which is potentially the best, potentially the second best, whatever. But yeah, I mean, bar Origins, it just got worse from 3 and Black Flag. Okay, there were 2 good ones after 3, but then it just got worse. People always gas up Unity after it got fixed. They're saying like, Unity may have sucked at launch, but it was just the bugs. It was fine when it was fixed and everything. No, it wasn't. Let's not try and pretend that the level design in Unity was anything other than garbage. To give them their dues, combat and climbing was pretty good, but just the way the game was set up does not work. Syndicate's the worst one though. Fair play. It gets worse than Unity. Thoughts on Watch Dogs 2? Shit. I might fail this level. Not because I read that comment. But if I do fail the level, I might blame you. I'm kidding. I don't like Watch Dogs 2. Call me a fool, which people have done on the internet. Well, people have called me slurs on the internet for saying this. I think Watch Dogs 2 is hands down the worst one. It's not even slightly close. Watch Dogs 1 is the best one. I'm tired of pretending that one's not fantastic. Yeah, okay, Ubisoft lied a little bit with their trailers, but does that mean that the game we got wasn't also fantastic? No, the game we got was fantastic. It just so happened to be that what they advertised graphically was a slightly better game. But oh shit, doesn't mean they fixed Watch Dogs. They fixed it with Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs 2 is narratively quite fun. I'll give them that, and I like the setting. But structurally, the game is laid out so weirdly, and it's really anti-user, anti-player. I really don't like it. And Legion, I think, is a 9 out of 10. I actually just fucking loved Legion. I'm so sad that failed, because like that series is dead. Although they've just finished filming. I say just like 6 months ago, they finished filming the movie. Like not just, oh, a Watch Dogs movie might be in the works. You might see it before you die. No, like. They finished filming it. The dude from the most recent Hunger Games film, the blonde guy that shaved his head or whatever, I've seen it, but I can't remember what his name is. He's the young version of the old dude, I think. Yeah. He's the main character in the Watch Dogs movie, and I think it's directed by... Actually, I don't know. It's directed by someone that I recognise the name of, though. But, like, not in a good way. Like a Sony movies of Marvel characters or whatever. Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters. There you go, the Spunk universe. Yeah, one of those directors like Ruben Fleshlight or whatever his name is, that directed Venom and Uncharted and fucking Zombieland. How the hell do you still have a career after those 3? I have no idea, but hey ho. Are we gonna do it? I don't think we're gonna do it. Shit, we're actually not. There we go. Yeah, no. Watch Dogs 2 is a shame. I'm not going to keep going on about it. I just don't like it very much. Tom Blythe is the actor I'm thinking of. It absolutely is. That name rings a bell now, yeah. I'd be interested to see how a Watch Dogs movie works, because Watch Dogs isn't known for its story, it's known for the gameplay, right? Like Assassin's Creed is known for the story and the gameplay. The music and everything people would recognise. But if you hear the main theme from Watch Dogs, if you hear the name Aiden Pierce or Marcus something, like I've got a statue of him on my cupboard, on my shelf, and even I can't remember the main character's name. Like Watch Dogs isn't known for its story, especially Legion, obviously, because it doesn't really have a story. So I'd be interested to see how a movie of that works, because I don't know if the hacking stuff is going to be that interesting to watch, but we'll see. Or we won't. I don't care. I'm going to see it, obviously. I see a lot of movies. Speaking of which, I'm seeing The Dark Knight tomorrow. That's going to be fun. in the cinema, because apparently Christopher Nolan's having a let's throw every Nolan film at the wall marathon. I know I said I was going to bring the deadline down, so I'm going to. 2.5 hours is the new goal. If anyone can hack my YouTube and change the name of the stream, be my guest. If you can't, don't. That's all I've got to say to you. Nolan needs a new pool or something. I think Nolan probably doesn't spend his money. Oh shit, I was not paying attention. Okay, well luckily that's only like 30 seconds. But clearly this is no longer... what's it called? A no-fail run. Isn't it Warner Brothers that need a new pool? I feel like Nolan's not going to get any money from this. I feel like it's just Warner Brothers thinking, haha, fuck you. Even though you left us to make Sloppenheimer. Oppenheimer wasn't slop, I don't know why I said that. We still own all your movies. I feel like he won't make money from it. Warner Brothers need just to stop, to be honest. Just to call it a day and throw the towel in. I'm not one of those people that says Zack Snyder is a god and we need to sack James Gunn. But I'll be honest, they gotta just stop trying with DC, I think. Like, I liked Superman, but I don't know what they're going for, and it's not working. And like that slate they released, half of that's been cancelled. They're making a different Batman film that's not Pattinson, and then another Batman film that is, and then a spin-off of that. Like, it's just too complicated. They're competing with Marvel, who, while their quality isn't the best at the moment, they're always going to win. Just stop trying to make an interconnected universe and just make a good Batman film and call it a day. Make a good Superman film and don't include fucking Guy Gardner in it. That's my opinion. Although I enjoyed Superman and I love James Gunn, so I don't really know what I'm on about here. Did you see the guy that remade Hit and Run into an open world in a year? Yeah, fair play. And he can't release it. He's not allowed to release it or something ridiculous. Unless we're thinking of different things. For fuck's sake, did I go the wrong way? Oh man, I'm not paying enough attention. Soon as I bring the deadline down, I stop paying enough attention. Watch Dogs 2 ending is so odd. They legit do a TV drama ending. It's not a good game. Karma for aligning with TERFs. Yeah, fair play. Warner Brothers can... Actually, I will not say the vulgar thing I was going to say. Yeah, what am I doing? Going the wrong way. Superman was great, but it doesn't need to be a universe. 100% agree. Like, it's good. I enjoyed it. Wish it didn't have 103 different heroes in it, and I wish it didn't spend the last 15 minutes setting up sequels. I don't know. Like, there was a lot of good soul in it, but then just for some reason was bogged down with exactly the stuff that people complain about Marvel films. And I'm not saying this as one of those people from the Snyder cult and saying, oh, James Gunn's Superman was bad because Man of Steel is better. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Let's not go pretending that. But, you know, at least that was a somewhat cohesive universe. I don't think the current DCU will be. Maybe it will. I think the fact that Peacemaker Season 1 is not canon and Peacemaker Season 2 is canon, kind of, as a very, very basic way of saying it, sums up exactly why the DCU is going to fail, in my opinion. But I have way too many opinions, and I got to stop saying them on lives in case I say the wrong one that people really don't like, and I wish I could take it back or delete the tweet, but I can't because I've said it, you know? I'm not talking, you know, PewDiePie on the bridge. That's not an opinion, that's just being a cunt. But, you know, if I start saying, like, oh, I don't think The Dark Knight's actually very good, people will come and kill me. Or if I say Pulp Fiction's Tarantino's second worst film, That's not a popular opinion. I definitely shouldn't say that live. I'm not wrong, but yeah. I don't like this level. Oh no, I've got to have the costume for the next level. I don't have enough money for the costume. That's a bugger. Got to rack up some Dolores. Man of Steel definitely isn't better. I'm glad you agree. I didn't know he wasn't allowed to release it, but if that's true, that's ridiculous. As long as he doesn't get charged for it, in theory, he should be fine putting it out there. Yeah, it's because it's The Simpsons and Disney own it. I think even if it's a mod for a game that's already out and is like public use or whatever, I think he's still going to get screwed over by Disney because it's their property. Don't quote me on that. Like I'm not 100% sure, but you know what Disney's like. Actually, I will go here. Don't clip me saying anything, unless like, it's funny, in which case please do. Because apparently posting shorts on the same day as uploading a video, according to what's happened the last couple of days, does wonders for my channel. So if I did have clips of myself I could post, that would actually be really, really beneficial. So do clip me, but not saying that Pulp Fiction's not a very good movie. Clip me saying that, I don't know, J.K. Rowling's on the wrong side of history, something like that. Boom. This is where I'm going to get screwed over because I've got to buy another costume in this level and I've got now exactly no money after I buy this one. Yeah, that mod is really good actually. I was thinking, because there's so many mods for this, and the modding community, like the Donut team or whatever it is so good. I mean, I'm using a modded version of Hit and Run right now to do a better resolution. I was going to do like a, whether it was a video or a live stream, just zooming through a bunch of the mods and like see what the best ones are, try them out, whatever. Because there's a lot of them that change the seasons and stuff as well, and it's just like really pretty. It's a weirdly active modding community for a game that's 23 years old. Like, I know it's got like a cult following, but that's all it is. It's not nearly as famous as people think. You know, you talk to a general member of the general public and they'll know like what The Simpsons is, they'll know FIFA, they'll know Call of Duty, they may have heard of something like Assassin's Creed. If you say The Simpsons Hit and Run to like even people that would play something like FIFA and only FIFA, they're not going to have even heard of this game. So it's surprising how active the modding community is. Wish the modding community was as active for Rayman 3, but hey ho. A lot of things I wish would happen to Rayman 3. I'm honestly surprised this many people are watching this. Because I was getting something stupid like 60 concurrent viewers for the first Rayman 3 stream. And I was thinking, right, that's because it's the first one. But even getting like 2 people at once watching a Simpsons stream, I'm surprised at. So this is pretty cool. Because my Simpsons videos don't tend to do that well, which is fine. I'm not doing it for the views, but I like numbers. Big numbers are cool. Shit. But yeah, you know, it'd be nice if my Simpsons videos did quite well, so it's quite cool to see a live doing this well. Okay, this is my only shot, because I ain't got enough time to line this up. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people don't remember every game they played as a kid, I suppose. I probably could. To be honest, if there was a letterbox but for games, which actually there is, and I have an account and I have done for like 6 months and haven't updated it because trying to remember all the games I played was a tricky task and I got tired. But yeah, I know there is. You sent it to me, I think, like months ago. Yeah, yeah. So I should probably fill that in properly because it'd be cool to actually have a list how many games I've completed to completion. That's a double thingy. I cannot afford to lose money here, so can you please not fucking arrest me? I'm gonna get arrested because you get, when you enter a mini cutscene like this, the police can still run you over. Hey, no, it didn't happen. Yeah, the thing with Letterboxd is the app was so good, like so easy to log things on, that I had a really good time. I just put some music on, or like put a TV show on, and logged everything I watched in my life, because it was really easy. Backlogged, I think, is just a bit like more of a faff to use, so trying to remember every game and log it on something that's not quite as easy to use as Letterboxd is unfortunately not something I can be bothered to do. But I want to. And then I would make my account like visibly known. This level's so stupid, like this mission, it's a 15-second race and the police AI is so bonkers you don't even really have to try. James Gunn directed games. I know he wrote that Lollipop game. What's it called? Lollipop Chainsaw or something? The one where you can look up the woman's skirt and they give you an achievement for it, which is obviously didn't help when James Gunn got fired from Disney for being allegedly a perv. I didn't realise he directed the game though. Or maybe he directed other games. Is this one of the longest ones? I don't think this is one of the longest missions. The longest mission is the... Where the fuck am I going? Well, this is going to be the longest one now, because... I just didn't... What? I was spending too much time worrying about collecting coins. Yeah, I didn't realise he directed it. I just thought he wrote it, like Scooby-Doo. Wouldn't mind a Scooby-Dooby when watching Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby Hugh Dennis. I've got 150 coins, I think I need 400, but I might... There's, I think, a couple of boxes still by the Simpsons house and everything, so I could get them, because that's where I have to change.
Time to drive this car insane.
Oh, yeah, actually, I think the last mission in this level was pretty long, to be fair. Oh, this one's just an absolute ball ache to complete, because it's going to drop a thing and you always miss it, because the Canyonero is just the worst car. Spoiler alert for if I ever do a video ranking the starter cars, this is the worst car. I mean, I don't know. I was going to make a joke about this being a starter car or a finisher car or something, but I can't be bothered to make that joke. Whoops. To be honest, if James Gunn is heading DC and they want to do that interconnected universe thing with other media as well, he might end up directing a game, like a Superman game, which, to give him his credit, he'd probably be quite good at directing a game, just because he's got some pretty good ideas for making things like exciting visually, and you know, he's good with momentum. Yeah, that was my bad. Like the long take fight scenes he does, they're all pretty good. Like the hallway one in Guardians 3. Maybe I'm easily entertained, but I really like the one with Mr. Terrific in Superman. So I feel like he could do action scenes in a game pretty well. So 1 hour and 9 minutes in, and we are halfway through the game. You might think just over 2 hours. But I'm going to be spending an absolute eternity collecting coins to pay for costumes, which sucks. Doesn't suck really. I'm going to do it in under 3 hours, obviously. That was a stupid guess. I can't believe I thought that would be difficult. Quite weird actually, when you play a game as a kid and you think, wow, this is so big, this is so long. No, I'm going to reword that one. When you play a game as a kid and you think, wow, this game could go on forever. I can't imagine ever finishing this in one sitting, and then as an adult it's just actually only 2 hours if you skip all the side stuff. Because there's something else that was stupidly short. I mean, Rayman 2 being less than 4 hours, that was pretty surprising. Rayman 3 being 4 hours was pretty surprising as well. Rayman Origins is going to be closer to 10 because I'm going to 100% it. Not in one stream, I'm going to split that one over 2 or 3. But I'm going to start tomorrow, quite early in the morning, like 10 in the morning. I'm going to try and do like 5-hour stream of Rayman Origins. I'm going to go to 100% because basically my favourite thing about Origins is the time trials. And if I'm doing the time trials, which I'm going to be doing, then I may as well just 100% it, because at that point I basically already have, you know? Plus, Origins is just one of the best games ever made, and I kind of just want to 100% it again, because I haven't done... I was going to say I haven't done recently, but that's not even vaguely true. I did it at the beginning of last year on the PlayStation 3, because it was the only one I hadn't previously 100%ed it on, because I'm that sad. I don't tend to play new games either. I will just play the same game over and over because I like it. I'm a very easy to please man. Except when it comes to food. Oh, I had a crazy pasta bake yesterday that I made. It's like the lasagna I made a few weeks ago, which I was talking about on my other stream. That pasta bake was fucking brilliant. And it was so big, we got more today. Which is probably an incredibly boring thing to be saying, but I've said it now and I've committed to explaining it. So there you go. Garlic bread and everything. You never finished this game? Well, if you stay for the stream, the whole stream, and get my average viewership up, then you can witness the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, every game nowadays is more like a movie than a game. So it's not so much like a Hideo Kojima thing. Hideo Kojima, the thing that separates him from other directors that make games that are basically movies is that his are good. Like, this is a bold statement. Clip this shit all you want. I don't think The Last of Us is any good, and I think The Last of Us 2 is even worse. Not just because they're movie games, but even as movie games, they're structured like TV shows. If you take The Last of Us 1 and you take The Mandalorian Season 1, they are structurally exactly the same. Hence why The Last of Us Season 1 exists and is significantly better than the game. But it's not fun, because it's not a game. Like, they forgot the game part of The Last of Us. People say, oh, but the stealth and the shooting and the zombies and the puzzles. Yeah, stupidly basic. Compare that to Uncharted 4, for example, which came out 3 years later, same team. That's a game first and a movie second. Admittedly, it's on the border, but I don't know. I just don't think The Last of Us is all that hot. That said, I do think Hideo Kojima's games are great. I mean, when you've got like a 40-minute cutscene in Metal Gear Solid 4, at that point you just got to say he's made a movie. Well, not really a movie. He made a fuck off big TV show, which is fine. Don't blame him. Wouldn't mind a Doctor Who game, like a proper one, not, you know, the adventure games, which weren't even really games. They were more like guided museum, like a virtual museum kind of thing with Doctor Who stuff. But like imagine like an open world Doctor Who game where you can at will just regenerate into any Doctor you want, and the TARDIS becomes that interior, and you got different missions, and you got to play as certain Doctors for certain missions, of course. But then I think you need 400 coins for this bit. Yeah, and then you can fight. You can go to all the different planets, and you can travel in time, and they could do some really good puzzle-solving mechanics, where you go to a certain place, and oh shit, it's in ruins, and you have to travel back in time and go to the same place to place something somewhere, or change one tiny bit of history, so that in the future, when your companion is trapped there, they're no longer trapped there. Like, I think that would be so cool. I really like LEGO Dimensions. I thought the Doctor Who stuff in that, which is the only reason I bought it, was pretty good. yeah, I mean, at this point, Kojima doesn't want to make games at this point. Like, he is just making movies. Man's working with Jordan Peele, isn't he? Who also, for the record, probably doesn't want to make movies anymore, given that he didn't make Weapons and now probably feels a bit upset about that. Has anyone seen Weapons? Is it good? Because I'm hearing it's good, and I'm seeing a lot of people compare it to that one film that wasn't very good. What was it called? The one with Nicolas Cage that everyone said, oh my god, it's the best, scariest horror film, and he just looks like Marilyn Manson with a blonde wig. Longlegs. Longsmeg, there you go. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Like, it was good right until it wasn't, which was unfortunately not how movies are supposed to work. Bugger, I should have waited and got the coins up here during this level. But hindsight is 50-50. No, it's not. How does the saying go? Hindsight's 20-20. There we go. Do you know what? I could probably 100% this game in 6 hours. So if I can do this in under 3, I could 100% it in under 6. That's my commitment for the next time I decide to stream this game. Kojima says he makes games that blend into movies, so something like that would be a montage of travelling. Ah, yeah, that's fair. Well, people do say Death Stranding is a walking simulator, so you're basically walking between cutscenes, which is, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think walking simulator is unfair because I know there is gameplay to it, but if what you want is to watch a Kojima-directed movie, then, like, that's a cool reward. You know, you grind at a task and then your reward is a new piece of gear or whatever. If what you want to do is just watch the movie, then it's pretty good when the reward is the cutscenes. But the problem I have at the moment is I can't focus on a game for very long, especially like a story. So I have no desire to do a tedious mission to be rewarded with the next part of the story, because games are just not capturing my imagination like they used to anymore. So I'd rather a game where I can just put on a podcast or some music and, I don't know, chop up a bunch of ninjas. Except somehow Ubisoft managed to get that one wrong. Which, for the record, I didn't skip any of the story of that, and I bloody wish I had, because good god was that uninteresting until the final hour. It's so funny as well. Sorry, I'm going on an Assassin's Creed rant now, but the spoiler alert, I guess, if you really care, but I'm not going to go into like actual story spoilers, but basically there's not a lot of Assassin and Templar stuff in Shadows, and it's becoming, like, even Ubisoft have commented on this now and explained why. It's complete bollocks, but they've tried to explain the way out of it. Basically, there being no Assassin and Templar stuff for the first 2 acts, and then Act 3 begins, and you go, oh my god, there's Templars, there's Assassins, it's real. And you think, oh okay, so you've spent 30 hours on Act 1, 30 hours on Act 2, at least now we get 30 hours of an actual Assassin's Creed game. And spoiler alert to anyone that hasn't gotten that far, or, I don't know, stopped playing the game as soon as they started Act 3. Act 3 is an hour long, like, legitimately. And that's including watching all the cutscenes without skipping anything. Act 3 is absolutely tiny, as long as you've been everywhere and you can fast travel and whatever, but Act 3 of that game is staggeringly short. It's embarrassing. Because, despite the game being delayed by 6 months, they pushed the ending, the final act of the game, into DLC, so they could release the game earlier, because they still weren't done. Which is hilarious to me. Can the police just sod off? There we go. I was very let down by the ending of Shadows. I was very let down by everything of Shadows. Do I know how to grind coins in this game? Other than, like, the usual methods of just, like, finding every main box and stuff, and then drive around recklessly, find every wasp, and no, the best I can think of when it comes to grinding is to do those wager races with a really shit car, and then like cheese your way through the race so that you get the biggest payout with the minimal effort. The quickest and best way to do that is to do in level 7, because you can what's the word? Because the wager race takes you around the whole map, and level 7's got the smallest map. So that's what I did on my no law breaks run, because it was the path of least resistance. But the problem is, right, forget whether I do it on time. If I break the law, I had to restart playing. I had to restart, so I'd lose the money. So that was a real tricky one. No, I do not know what speedrunners do for level 6. Please enlighten me in the next 25 minutes before I get to that level. Because that could be a massive help to me. Explain it in a way I can read while also paying attention to the game. Where's the fucking... There should be a wrench to repair the car, right? Oh, tits. There isn't one. Okay. Ah, there it is. If you cut the whole walking part in long travels, then the story doesn't feel as good, since the main character explains his frustration. Yeah, do you know what? This is what I found with God of War. I didn't think God of War 2018 had that amazing a story. Like, I liked it a lot. I thought it was good, like, you know, better than most stuff that's coming out, but people were saying it was the best story ever. I thought this is a very basic father-son bonding story. We've seen it a million times before. But just being with those characters and hearing them slowly start to get... You know, when you're travelling and you're walking and they're just talking to each other. Seeing them slowly start to like each other more. Seeing Atreus call him dad the first time or whatever. Like, those were those golden moments that made those, like, pretty generic payoffs that we'd seen before feel way more impactful, because you've suddenly, instead of spending 2 hours with these characters in the cinema, you've spent 25 hours with these characters in your bedroom or whatever. Same with Ragnarok, whichever the new one was. That was so good. The story of that was good. There's a room in Krusty Poo Studios with a bunch of coin boxes. If you kick them twice and reload the level, you can repeatedly do that to get a lot of coins. I see. I knew about that room. And I will be going to that room in not only Bart's level, but Lisa's level, because I forgot to do it the first time, because I was not really in the area for that long. I did not know if... It makes sense. If you reload the level, it resets it. Problem is, I'm going to be in a hurry. I don't think that doing that is going to save me any time, because I'm not trying to grind the coins to get every vehicle, so I don't need to worry too much. I just need to get the vehicles I need, so the boxes and stuff that are already out there should be enough to get me there. And I think it's probably quicker to speed around and do what I'm doing now, and just when I'm near somewhere, pick up whatever boxes I can find, than to do that and constantly reload. I think. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to have an issue doing this in 2.5 hours though. I mean 3 hours, but we're going to say 2.5 now. And if we fail, we're going to say it was always 3, because that's what the title says. This is... Yeah, they do it for 100%, not for completing the story. Yeah, exactly. To be honest, for 100%, that's definitely quicker than doing all the wager races, for sure. I'm not even going to try with that wasp. Is there a thing over there? No, it's just a thingy. I still can't believe my second most viewed video is a Simpsons one. I mean, I'm not complaining. I quite like the fact that I know my channel can extend outside of Rayman. That gives me faith that I can then make the videos I want to make in the future. But, like, just out of the blue, one of my Simpsons videos just got 50,000 views, and I don't know why. It wasn't particularly... I didn't think it was particularly good. I quite like it. Like, this is a good video. I think all my videos are fine. I wouldn't release one that I didn't like, but... I don't know, I didn't think it was... like, oh my god, this is an incredible video. Like, it didn't have a title like, I don't know, Astrobot Leaks Rayman's Return. I can understand why that did what it did, obviously. But... I don't know. I made a couple of other Simpsons videos, and one of them got 6,000 views, which I was surprised at as well. Got to test the waters a bit with a certain other franchise, but that's not for right now. Does anyone remember what I have to buy in this level? I feel like is it 1 or 2 costumes? Do I have to buy a vehicle for this one? I think I've got to buy 2 things, right? Unlike the monkey level. Oh, shit. No, 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 no. Oh, it's... Has it bugged? I should have been fined long ago. What the hell? There we go. Busted. 1 costume, 1 vehicle. Is it the car built for Homer or something? Yeah, it is. I think I thought that was the one for level 2, and then it was just Mr. Plow, or the Snow Plow, or whatever. There's 2 different plows. Yeah. Nice. Oh, yes, the American costume, isn't it, with the massive hat. My memory is so shocking. I replayed this in October. It's been less than a year. And I've also played this probably more times than I've slept through the night. I don't have a very functional bladder, so sleeping through the night's not actually that a common occurrence for me. Actually, that's not true. It's more actually that I don't know when I need to pee, and then I'm in bed. Then I realise I haven't peed that day, and just as I'm about to get really sleepy, and I'm like, finally I'm going to go to sleep, I suddenly think about needing a pee. And you know when you're in bed and you think about needing a pee, suddenly you're not going to be able to sleep until you've had a pee. 2 missions in a row. It's not even like I can recoup some money after fucking... Okay, that's fine. 2 cars blown up at once and I got 7 coins. That's not... You're only supposed to get like 20. Whoa, I was not paying attention. Do you know they were working on a sequel for this? Like, not just working on it, like they had playable... a playable build of a sequel to this with new mechanics and everything. Oh, come on. Alright, let's sort this out. There we go. The AI in this game is shocking. What would a sequel have looked like? Do you think they would have made new environments? Because this game kind of covers all of Springfield. So I'm wondering if they would have kept the same levels, like the same worlds, maybe made it one big open world, and maybe had like extended indoor segments, or like they go to Shelbyville or something and it's an entirely new environment. Because it just... Where else in Springfield is there they could have put in this game? That is something I do not know.
I smashed my skull.
Well, this level was pretty easy. Ah, yeah, you gotta talk to this guy now, don't you? But first, let me smash a cage. Cage? What have I been playing recently? Ah, Rayman, that's what.
Hello, Steve. Hopefully my store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today.
Ah, see this mission, this is a good one. No, it's not. The one after's a good one, where you have to crash into a car full of 9 children.
Nice try, foolish driver. 300 horses of convenient power. Your smile at such behavior. Who put this here?
Where's the hospital?
Makes no
There it is.
sense.
Sweet. Of all the starter cars, this one is... Actually, I was going to say it's my favourite, but it's not. It's Bart's one in the next level. That's the best. It's so good. The Farini Red. It's called that because there's a Farini Black, but you can never actually drive it, so you never see its name as Farini or Farini Black. So Farini Red doesn't need to be called that, but that is my useless nerd fact of the day. That's not true. I'm probably going to come out with a couple more. Although this stream isn't going to be nearly as long as I thought it was. I was going to actually finish work early and work through my lunch break and start this at 4, thinking this is going to go on late and I got to have dinner. But no, this can be done by 7:30 probably. I didn't see the price of that. Have I got enough?
This is not good for my insurance.
So is the next mission I've got to be American, is it? That sucks.
Mr. Homers.
I'm trying to 100% Rayman Origins and Legends, but I've done it too many times, doesn't feel explorative, and now people do it more than 5 times. Give it a number of years. You've just got to wait. If you 100% a game, don't do it. You play it again, whatever, but don't 100% it again for at least 3 years. That's what I do. Except with like a few things, like if it's like a linear game, that's different. Like if it's like Uncharted, where you just sort of, it's level by level and there's not really anything to explore, then that's a bit different, because 100%ing it is more or less just you get the collectibles that you know are in each level. But nah, if it's something level based with lots of exploration like Rayman, you don't want to replay that too often, because then those special levels that you always forget that level's in the game, you know, those special levels, they're not special anymore when you play them too much. It's like watching your favourite movie every couple of days. Completely ruins it and it's no longer your favourite film. That's why I've got no intention of watching Inglourious Basterds again for like 5 more years, because I thought, for some reason, I watched it 2 years in a row on exactly the same date in January, so I thought, let's make that a tradition. Watched it a 3rd year in a row, watched it a 4th year in a row, and then the 5th year, on the anniversary of having first watched it, I just didn't, and now I feel a lot more inclined to not watch it for many, many years, because although I love it with all of my heart, I don't want to ruin it, because the more I remember the film, the less amazing those like the moments you forget that make you really smart. Does that make sense? Same with Babylon, which is basically my 2nd favourite film. Babylon was incredible, and if you haven't seen it, you're severely missing out. But yeah, I don't want to watch that too often. I've seen that thrice, and that's enough now, I think. For now. Actually, that's not true. I would watch that again. Right now. Tonight. With my pasta bake. Well, I pressed the wrong button. We're done. You can go back to Krusty Loop. Yeah, that was my plan. I think this is the time when I do it. 425. I think... yeah, I have to. There's no hope. It's going to take way longer to find that many coins in this level without going to this one and collecting all the stuff I missed, because this level's got all the coins. And then level 6 I can do it again, get everything I need to get, and that should cover me for 6 and 7, because 7 you don't have to buy a costume, and 6 you don't have to buy a costume, right? You only have to buy the vehicle for Set to Kill, which I can't wait for. I love Set to Kill. It's the best level. Cool. Did I pick the right one to get to Krusty Lou Studios? I think so. Cool, the Simpsons Hit Run. Yeah. So the thing is, I don't want my channel to be just dedicated to Rayman. Obviously I want it to be very Rayman heavy, but you know, I want to cover all the stuff that I like, since that's kind of the point of it. So, you know, people like the Simpsons Hit Run. It's a similar vibe to Rayman in that it's quite old now and it's got a cult following. So I thought this is a good way to, like, a good place to start. And then I think like Jak and Daxter is another franchise I want to do videos with. Same with like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, that sort of thing. Yeah, level 3 doesn't have a mission near here, so I think I picked correct. That was the closest one that was going to get me there. I guess I could have gone to the pier, like Fishy Deals or something, but even then, I'd have had to travel quite a long way. Whoops. Okay, we've got to hurry up. So it's been 1 hour 35, and we're halfway through level 5. I think we've got this in the bag, to be honest. It just depends if I struggle on the last mission of the game. Just could be a problem, but I don't think it will be. I can normally do them first try when I'm paying attention, but I can also normally do Rayman 2 without taking damage. That's not true, without dying, and I nearly died multiple times when I streamed it last week. Happy Saturday morning at 5:39 in New Zealand. My guy, this is some dedication. Thank you for watching. Holy shit. I mean, you wouldn't catch me up this early, ever, but I really appreciate that you're here. Oh, do you know what? There's only like 2 coins around there. 2 boxes. It's not worth it. There's another set around here. Jack and Daxter was a pain to 100%. Which one? Because I personally find Jack and Daxter 1 pretty easy to 100% because it's like a run-of-the-mill collectathon. But Jack 2 and Jack 3, they've got those fucking... what are they called? Like those eggs you've got to do, and you have to do like 300 random challenges around the world. And some of them are insanely hard. So I find Jack 2 and 3 insane to 100%. But Jack 1, I'm okay at. I find Daxter quite hard to 100% because I just can't get into it. Like, I think Daxter's fine. It's not as good. Oh, I didn't think. Where's the closest costume? Moe's Tavern, right? Do you mind me asking why you woke up so early today? At 5:39, because, man, I'm not being rude. I just can't think of anything I'd rather do less than wake up that early. Jack 2 Renegade is my... yeah, Jack 2 is so good. I love Jack 2. Is this what I'm doing? This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Americano. So now I need what, like 600 for the vehicle in level 6 and 600 for the vehicle in level 7? Maybe? I think that's doable, because Homer's last level's got a lot of boxes for some reason, like more than level 1 and 4. Maybe it's just the same amount, but it's more concentrated because the world is smaller. You haven't gone to sleep yet? Well, that's why you're still up. Fair play. Oh, 3-hour nap. Yeah, that'll do it to you. It's why I never nap, because it screws up my sleep schedule. Sometimes this is nothing better than a nap and you feel incredible afterwards. But then trying to get to sleep the day after the same day, it's just screws me up. Respect it, having a nap and staying up till 5 to watch this stream. I mean, Christ, man. That is dedication and I appreciate it, but yeah, napping, that is not for me. Can't do it. Can't cope. You're back. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, the car for some reason is cheaper in level 7 than level 5, level 6. I assume that was not the plan originally, but they did it because they realised that actually is quite a lot of coins, 700, to do a mission that you have to do. So I bet you it was 700 and they changed it last minute. But that's good, so that means I need to get 1,100 coins. And I have not even 100. But that's okay, because I got 2 full levels worth of stuff to collect to do that. Including all of the boxes in this one. Ah, yeah, to be honest, level 7, they were rushed to finish it, hence why it's the way it is and why 4 of the missions are identical. So maybe they were not planning on having identical missions and one of them's going to require a costume. Level 6 didn't need one, that's why the car was so expensive. Level 7 was going to have one, that's why the car was cheaper. That could be why. I haven't looked at the camera once. I keep forgetting it's there. I keep looking at myself in the thingy and I'm at a funny angle. Do you see that car? Car physics is a little bit fucky, if that's the word. No. I don't want to restart this mission. This is long. Level 5 has the longest missions by a long shot, I think. Because the one after this is Never Trust a Snake, and it's when you have to go and get all the trash. That's long. And then you've got the one where you have to destroy the armoured truck. But you either have a car that can't keep up, or you've got a car that can't survive hitting it. Streamer forgot about us. Nah,
Hopefully my store will
been
not
talking
be
at you.
more than 4 times.
I just forgot the camera was there. So this mission you only get 4 minutes, full stop. So once you arrive after this, so if this vehicle, if this truck messes you about, you're screwed, because if you arrive the main part of the level too late and you don't follow the track that the game tells you to collect the trash, you're screwed. This is the one level I used to struggle with as a kid. One time I modded this game and I changed all the billboards to be pictures of me, because it's just really easy to change like a file. So you just put another picture in there called like billboard_1. Those were the days when I first discovered modding. Oh, that worked. They announced the Simpsons Hit and Run. What are you doing? Oh, the Simpsons Hit and Rerun. Dunno, I get quite excited. Probably can't say what I would do on stream. No, I would start fizzing at the mouth probably. Like, well, I'd make a bunch of videos on it like I will Rayman when that gets announced. It's the only way. To be honest, I do think that it's possible. EA have just lost the rights to Simpsons games. Disney, we know what they're like about milking franchises. It's in their best interest to make Simpsons games because it's The Simpsons. And I don't know, like re-releasing or remastering or remaking the best Simpsons game, the one everyone loves, feels like a surefire way to get people to like the franchise again, which, you know, people aren't massive fans of The Simpsons anymore. Like, it's not in like too much of a problem at the moment, but like people have gone off it because the quality's dropped. So it's in their best interest to get people. Yeah, you can pick a really popular game from 2003, remaster it, you gain popularity in the franchise again, everyone loves it, win-win, I get to stream it, and then they can make a sequel, like they did with SpongeBob as well. They did Battle for Bikini Bottom, and then they did the other one, Cosmic Shake, which is, if I'm not mistaken, I've not played them yet, I've got them both, and I was thinking of playing them really soon, but if I'm not mistaken, they are just, like, it's a sequel, like same with Crash 4. Yeah, the PS2, GameCube, that nostalgia. If they remade something like, what's it called? Wind Waker. If they remade Wind Waker, not just Wind Waker HD, I mean like they remade, or they made a game at least in that style, like a proper sequel to Wind Waker, people would love it. People would suddenly decide that actually it was a good Zelda game, after all. Not just because it's the only one I've played. I'm kidding, I've played Breath of the Wild. Before this live stream, you were playing Super Mario RPG. Hell yeah. Sorry, I got to pay attention to the game for a sec. There we go. There's a third SpongeBob game. Is there actually? That's really good. I'm glad they're doing well, because those are like just standard 3D platformers, right? Like exactly the genre that we're missing, I guess. They made that Patrick Star game. Apparently that was quite bad, but also in the fun way. Kind of like Goat Simulator. In the way that's like a bit endearing for 2 hours and then not very good. I don't know though. I only watched one guy's video on it. So it could be that it's actually really good. Didn't they make a Patrick Star TV show and he's got siblings and stuff? They should do a Joker-style spin-off of Squidward. Just living life. Walking into the Krusty Krab with a gun. I'd watch that. There's a lot of things I'd watch that they probably shouldn't make, to be honest. Goat Simulator 3. You know what? I've got to hand it to Goat Simulator. Calling it 3 is really funny. And a surprisingly good marketing tactic. Oh, right. Yeah, you're stuck with Snake's car for this one. This is the one where you got to destroy the armoured truck. And I was saying earlier that you either have a shit car that can't cope with hitting the truck very much, or you've got a car that's too slow and won't keep up. But yeah, you've got to have Snake's car, and this isn't one of those ones where you can just get out and get a new car either. So this one takes forever, because as soon as you hit the truck, you then have to race ahead, get a wrench, repair yourself, and then go back. It's nightmare. I failed a couple of missions already. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I mean, does anyone? But I just wasn't paying enough attention. And they're missions I wouldn't normally fail either. Like one of them, the first time I failed a mission, I just literally wasn't looking, and I got too far away from the police when I was actually supposed to be following them. Shit. Ah. Oh, poo. Come on. I used to go to uni with the guy from Brighton. I'm not going to say his name because I don't think that would be fair, but he sounds a hell of a lot like Snake. He was like, oh, that's so steezy. Like, hilarious, incredible. Yeah, see, look at that, full on impact, and he didn't take any damage. So the only way to take out this armoured truck basically is to guide him into the walls, like you've just said. Hell yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the comments, my bad. But yeah, you got to guide him into the walls rather than just go head on. If you were Disney, Hit and Run would be high priority. Yeah. Oh well, I mean, The Simpsons has 24 episodes a year. Just use one as an advert. Make a really meta episode about how The Simpsons haven't ever retold any of their stories, or like they've never had all their adventures are completely unique and they never have the same adventure again or something like that. And then have the whole episode building up to the fact that they're doing Hit and Run again. That'd be hilarious. And it would do well. People would care. People would watch the episode as well. Like, a lot of people would tune in for the Hit and Run episode of The Simpsons. I know I would. It's a third game technically, but it works as a joke too, since the Goat Simulator that was on 360 was actually the second game in the series since the OG was... Yeah, but the 360 Goat Simulator was... It was just a port though, like it was the same game. You could go the angle and say like the DLCs were sequels, but at that point we're on Goat Simulator 5 or 6 or something. Like they had a lot of DLC for no reason. It was like an MMO one, but it wasn't an MMO, it was a fake thing. Yeah, honestly, you can probably get the Patrick game for a tenner now. I know that's not super cheap, but considering it launched at 40 quid or whatever. I got a sealed Cosmic Shake for £9 on eBay the other day. So clearly those SpongeBob games, although they're popular, they're not super. Like they don't hold. They get cheap quickly, which is good. And I got a Battle for Bikini Bottom on eBay for like a £5, but that was used. And the box is really shit condition as well. It's a shame. Didn't look like that on the picture, so I don't know if that was a postage problem. Probably was, to be honest. It usually is. Someone, I don't know if he's in the stream, but someone ordered a game, like a sealed game for like 200 quid. And it came with like tape all over the actual plastic wrap and stuff. So when he opened up the package, it was just completely, it got torn to shreds. And it lost all its value. And he got a refund, to be fair. It was a Wii U game. Do an adaptation of the game somehow. Yeah, they could do like a 2-part episode of The Simpsons Hit and Run. I think we could get a sequel to this game if they did a remake and it sold well. The same like Battle for Bikini Bottom, Crash Bandicoot. I'd love to Spyro, but unfortunately can't. THQ making AA SpongeBob games is not something that I think anyone was predicting would continue happening at this point, but for some reason it keeps happening, and I bet you they're making more money than anything else that they publish. What a life. Alright, here we go. See, I've had to stray so much from this truck just to get to reinvigorate the car, just to come back to it, and by the time I've done that, we're nearly back at the wrench anyway. This is not a good mission to be speedrunning. This was a really easy mission to do without breaking the law though, because there's no time constraints. So when I did the no law breaks one, I did this first try, because although you could argue you break the law here, but you've got to ignore the law breaks as part of the story. it was surprisingly easy to just not crash into other people because you don't have to speed up. I mean, it took me about half an hour, but the whole game took me 18 hours, so who cares? There you go. More Simpsons suicide. Don't know if you can say that word on the YouTubes anymore. Actually, you can say whatever you want. Could be a postage problem or even false advertisement. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about my one or the one that my friend had that was wrong. That was a postage problem. I think my one was not an advertising problem. Like, I just didn't pay enough attention to the pictures. I didn't think the case looked cracked, but I bet you it probably was. I just didn't pay enough attention. I just wanted to get the game cheap and quick because I was talking to someone about it, and they said that it legitimately made them laugh. What? I'm really sorry that you stubbed your toe, and I'm really sorry that you felt that you needed to pay me because of that. I mean, cheers. Thank you. Are you Canadian? What time is it in Canada? Unless I'm getting that wrong. CA is Canada, right? That's incredible, though. I'm sorry you stubbed your toe. Oh, you're getting a pasta bake? Hell yeah. Still got my pasta bake from yesterday in the fridge, so all good to do is microwave it. Very happy. 1:57. Oh, nice.
No problemo.
I couldn't have guessed what time it was in Canada, to be honest. I guess because it's different time zones in Canada anyway. I assume. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions. All I know is it's bloody early in New Zealand right now. Thanks for the $2 Canadian. By the way. It's very kind. I absolutely messed up this mission. You're supposed to get a really long run up to bash him in the head. But I didn't. Into the wall. Nice! Look at that. Oh, okay. No, this is fine. I've not messed up this level. I can't remember where you have to go after this. Do you have to go back to the museum that... Yeah, you do, because it's where the cutscene is. Do you know what? Fair play to the animators of this. Making someone like SpongeBob 3D is quite easy, but making The Simpsons 3D is not an easy task. And to give them their credit, it looks a little bit hokey, but they more or less got it bang on, I think, with this. Like, I think they look better in 3D than they do in the Simpsons game, which, to be fair, they also did pretty well. But I think it looks really good, way better than Road Rage. Road Rage looks nuts. But this looks good. I think they got the whole 3D. Lisa does look the weirdest, I'll give you that. This game kind of reminds you of The Simpsons Hit Run. No, I don't see it. Like, you look at Homer in the cutscenes and playing the game, he just looks like Homer, and they did a really good job converting all the costumes as well. Because it's not just, let's spend 6 months making all these, the main characters look good. I mean, okay, the background characters look insane, but they did many character models for the 5 main characters, and they all worked really well, I think. I agree Lisa does look a bit nuts, but still good. Especially considering they were coming off the back of Road Rage only 2 years earlier, which has some of the most insane character models ever. There we go. What time is it? So it's been... Has it been 2 hours? Fuck off, has it been 2 hours? No, 1 hour 54? Damn. How did that happen? 1 hour 55. I don't think we're going to do it in 2.5. Good job it's 3 hours, isn't it? Oh, I should have put a timer up. I watched a video on how to do that. Because I was going to try and stream this to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But I decided to give that a break and do that another day. But as I was learning how to do it, I found out how to make timers and stuff.
What we? I did all the
Yeah,
driving.
155, thank
Find
you.
out who's behind all this strange cola business.
Okay.
I know it's a cliche, but ay caramba!
Kodos, look at these space ratings for foolish Earthlings.
What happened, Kang? Foolish Earthlings used to be the
I think they're going to make another Star Wars Jedi game. I hope so.
Couldn't get enough of these humans and their behavior.
Our show is down in all
I'm concerned this is going to take longer than 3 hours, because
We filmed these idiotic bipeds with
these are the 2 hardest levels coming up, in theory.
television in the galaxy.
Although this is the longest level, and I've got to get coins. So I have an hour now, basically, to do the 2 hardest levels and get
Explanation.
however many coins I need now.
evil cola into the water supply. People will go
How long to
mad.
beat did say 10 hours?
I like it.
Then we destroy
I said 3.
laser guns
My girlfriend said no,
tourist area.
I
which is
like
why we have to do it in 3.
Madden humans
I have to be
will
right
go
about this.
it. I like it.
Destroying
Like I was about Rayman 2. I did it with 2 minutes to spare.
Big space ratings for foolish Earthlings.
It's annoying that you can't skip these cutscenes, but there's a mod or a hack or whatever that I could have used to
Why? That sounds hilarious.
What's the word?
I'd watch that show.
enable skipping these cutscenes, but I feel like they're part of the game, you know? Like I'll skip, I want to kind of play it raw. Believe in the heart of the cards. I don't believe in anything anymore. Oh, the great thing about this is we don't need the vehicle until the second to last mission. Yeah, like you just said, don't need it till near the end. So I should be able to rack up enough money. And if I don't, that mission starts at Krusty Lou Studios. So hopefully the stuff at Krusty Lou Studios is enough just to bring me over the edge. But you need the zombie car for the second mission of level 7. So I really need to have a lot of money already.
I don't remember these being
Second mission? Third mission? Yeah, second mission. And unfortunately it's horrible to drive as well, so I'm not looking forward to that. Actually, that's a lie. It's a fun game, whatever. Once again, this game involves significant violence to children. First, you just drive through a car full of 10 newborn babies, and now we're running over children on the way to school. And people said this game wasn't realistic. This was a fucking nightmare to do without breaking the law, because there's so many people. And this one has a pretty tight time constraint when you're going slow enough to miss the people. Obviously, other than the children you have to run over. But, yeah, not the easiest one. It's alright though. Somehow I'm avoiding the police, which is very nice. Actually, the missions in this level are not long. As long as I don't fail them, I think we're good.
You mean there's more?
You can get a lot of money behind the Simpsons in the neighborhood houses. That is true, but if I get busted like that, it's not ideal. Right, I'm going to get these now, so I can have a bit of an idea of how many I need to get down the line while playing through the level. I did get busted. Muck busted.
I'll never lose these love handles.
I assume when developing this game they had a quota for however many coins or like boxes they needed per level, and this one they just hadn't placed enough, so they put a room with as many as they could to meet that quota. I assume so. You won't be able to. How come? My Chemical Romance tickets went on sale today, and I was 37,000 people ahead of me in the queue. And by the time I got in, they had all sold, apart from the front standing ones that were £600. So, we're not going to see them. Squeeze me. There we go. All this talk of the pasta bakes is getting me hungry again, like the lasagna before. Oh, fair enough.
Children weren't meant to get this much exercise.
In Bubsy in the Perfect Collection. It's releasing on Tuesday. Nice. Does that include Bubsy 3D? Because that's not ideal. You don't want to play Bubsy 3D. Where's Barney? There it is. You're sad about it. Well, I'm very sorry you can't see McBusted, but hopefully the reason you can't see them is worth it. My sister keeps seeing McFly. I didn't realise she liked them, really. But then, for some reason, she keeps seeing them in the Eden Project. I don't know why they keep going to the Eden Project either. This is stressing me out now. We're actually getting weirdly close to the end. I mean, to the deadline.
I blame this computer navigation system.
Okay, cool. Glad it's worth it. That's the important thing. Is it because of Rayman? I hope it's because of Rayman. I do have time, but I'm concerned about the coins. This is my issue. And I'm concerned that if I get stuck... You know what that last level was like with those 4 missions where you've got to take the toxic waste to the school? Which is not a sentence you can say about most things. I'm concerned that with that, you know what it's like. Sometimes if you just get unlucky, you hit the wrong thing, you have to restart the mission. Sometimes I can do it first try. Usually I can. But I can just sense at this time, the last mission especially,
Oh, wicked.
you know, I'm going to get screwed over and have to restart 150 times. Or get caught on a thing like that.
This must be worth a fortune. No biggie. I am the king.
Ah, there's coins down here, aren't there?
So cool.
Nice. Should have 600 easily by the time we get to the mission set to kill. I don't think you want to play Bubsy 3D, if I'm honest with you. I don't think that's going to be a fun experience for you. Maybe it will, I don't know. See, I would cancel things just to play Rayman. Just in case. I'm pretty sure I took a day off work once, just in case. No, what did I do? Oh, I started work early. So I could finish early. So I could check out a Nintendo Direct. Just in case Rayman was going to make an appearance and I wanted to make videos about it as it happened. And as we all know, that never happened. Where's Professor Frinko? You only need 10 coins. Yeah, I only need 7 now. I could buy the car and use it for the rest of the level, and maybe speed-wise that would be a smart idea. But this is my favourite car in the game, and I'm really glad I'm playing with it. Plus, that mission starts at Krusty Lou Studios, which is where you buy the car. So I kind of don't want to make an unnecessary trip to Krusty Lou unless I have to, since I'm going to be there anyway. I was going to try and get those coins, but that was not. That would have slowed me down. But yeah, also I think the car from Set to Kill isn't very strong, so if there's a destruction mission coming up, which I think there might be, I can't fully remember, then I'm a bit screwed over if I use that one.
My dust eaters.
Though I can feel myself failing this mission if I'm not any more careful. Which is not good, because I don't think I've ever failed this one. But I'm not paying enough attention. I look at the other screen. thing is, I want to have the chat visible, but this is why I can't stream Rayman 1, because I will not pay enough attention. And I can't beat that game in the best of times. This car's strong. Strong enough. Like, it's not a particularly strong car, but it's... the mix between speed, handling, and strength, I think, is pretty good. Good enough for most of the missions. Good enough for all the missions, especially Set to Kill. I wish I could use a different car for it. But you have so limited with time that getting a different car is just not worth it. Oh yeah, I booked a day off for Assassin's Creed Shadows. That was a mistake. I will stream Rayman 1 at some point, but I need to get better at doing this so I can pay attention properly. I don't know, I've not played Bubsy 3D, I've just heard it's diabolical. But maybe it's one of those, like, relics of time. You know, they keep it in the pack because they want people to experience what it was like. It definitely is stronger than the car you need to buy. The one from Set to Kill. I know there's irony behind me saying that, having just gotten smoke to come out of the car, but the one from Set to Kill is not a tough car. Like, I think the whole point is that car's really bad, so that you have to be precise when destroying the lasers, because if you crash into too much you start burning, and you do not have the time, even slightly, to stop for wrenches, apart from the ones that are already on the track. Is this level supposed to have that tight a time, or did I do something wrong? No, that's alright. This level shouldn't be that hard, this mission, because you've only got to hit it 6 times, but for some reason I normally struggle. Because it drives like a fucking maniac. Oh, and you've got to hit it harder than normal as well.
That didn't break my memory card. It's time for some road rage. Bart Simpson style. Charlie horse, Charlie
Okay,
horse.
that's alright. That's alright, we're only 20 seconds in. Okay, I don't know what I was on about struggling with this one. That was quite easy. Do I have to get back somewhere? Oh, only to the brewery. Yeah, the Duff Truck is way faster than all the others. Or like, not all the others, than the Duff Truck you can buy and drive yourself. But they do that a lot. I think any other cars you encounter in the missions, they have their stats massively boosted from the ones that you can drive. Took a day off for Switch 2 and Tears of the Kingdom. That's a very valid day off, both of them, I think. I can respect both of those choices. I wanted to take a day off for Beyond Good and Evil when the 20th anniversary came out, but it was I was in the office that day, and yeah, I had to socialise with people at work, which was actually a really good day because it was in the summer. But the whole day I was thinking, I could be playing Beyond Good and Evil. And alas, I was not. You're also going to buy Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, I'd recommend against it. But if you've played every Assassin's Creed, I guess can't stop you. Can't stop you anyway, even if you haven't, to be honest. Rayman 4 or Hit and Run 2? Wow, that is a question. Rayman 4, 100%. It's Rayman 4, isn't it? I mean, I know it's coming because Murphy said so 23 years ago. 22 years ago, so it must be true. There we go. Also love your videos. Thank you. Tell that to that one guy that I blocked that somehow has managed to unblock himself. This is pretty easy because there's so many like just stray rocks on the side that you can get Skinner to bash into. Boom. I just hate everything so much. Yeah, well, you know. No one knows what I really like. unless they, you know, click on the correct videos that aren't specifically "here's everything bad about this."
My ovaries.
I think it'd be so ironic if Rayman 4 happens and Murphy still lied because we don't see him. Because he didn't just promise Rayman 4, he promised that we'd see him in Rayman 4. There we go. Bloody skin rash. Now this is my concern about any future Rayman games, is are they going to
If he doesn't believe me now,
make the characters goofy and bonkers and legendsy, or are they going to make them actual characters? Because I don't really want the goofy characters.
Lisa did it.
Come on.
This is too cool for school. Eat my dust, dust eaters.
I know you can get a lot of coins in the beginning of level 7, but I'm concerned that not enough before level 2, before mission 2, so I'm just going to get these. Yeah, I hope so, if we go with the Sparks of Hope approach, but even then, he's not
Krusty,
the best character. Like, he's more of a character, but there's still a lot of that goofy legendsness to it, rather than him being like a edgy hero.
hey Kearney.
I have my opinions about Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think it's fun until it's not.
Simpson,
I wouldn't call it outright bad, but I also wouldn't call it good. I don't tend to have trouble with this mission. I used to when I was a kid, but I think because I was stuck on it so much as a kid, it's kind of muscle memory, which is ironic because I used to play it on PC and I'm now playing it with a controller, so I don't know. Does muscle memory translate that much? Like, does that make sense? Like, if I'm... Because it's not actual muscle memory, because my fingers are doing different things, but I know exactly when I have to slow down, when I have to do a handbrake turn and all of that. So does the muscle memory... Well, I guess that's just actual memory then, isn't it? I don't know what I'm saying. Yes, you can get busted a lot in here. Jesus Christ. I didn't realise that's how quickly I was going to get the cops. Woof. Fair play, this car is quick. I just prefer the other. Yeah.
That sucks ambulance.
That could have been the thing that kills this run. Because that's not going well. Normally with missions like this, I have a point, like a specific point where I want to be at a specific number of seconds left. And I forgot what my one was for this.
Been here before?
But I think I'm okay. The problem is now, you got to get back to the brewery or the Krusty Lou Studios, whichever one it is, and you don't have a long time. I'm also not keen on getting the police called on me again. 50 seconds, yeah, that's bollocks. How the fuck are you supposed to do that? Okay, got lucky there. At least the car's in good nick because... Okay, we're going up. What I don't want to do is get the police called on me, so I don't want to go through the main bit, so I'm going to go over the boat. Oh, we're not doing it. This is it. I don't think we can... Can we? This is where things get tense. Oh, yeah, 10 seconds, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, this mission caused no end of pain on that no law breaks run.
No problemo.
Because you can't do that last bit without running people over.
Thy name is Bart.
I like him being a jaded hero that's just done with everyone's shit. I wish I enjoyed the gameplay more. The gameplay of what? Sparks of Hope? Yeah, do you know what? I'm actually pretty proud of that. That was a good run. In fact, I've absolutely smashed this level.
It's crashing time.
Fine by me.
Yeah, the problem is you need the coins so early in the next level. That's my only concern.
Aw, loser.
Obviously when I do unintelligent things like that, it ends up actually saving me time because it put me there. How the hell did that end up paying off? Oh, this is fine. Here's a good thing about this car, is it's tough as hell and it's so quick. Yeah, no, I get that. I kind of like the gameplay of Sparks of Hope. I actually enjoyed the first one. I preferred Kingdom Battle. I thought it was more fun. I don't know if it's because it was more restricted, you know, you could only move in like the squares and stuff, but I found, because they had little challenges, didn't they? Like, Kingdom Battle had all of those little challenges you could get from the castle. Oh dear.
You're all
I'm
mine.
not even going to risk that one. I know I've lost that.
Sweet.
No problemo.
Ooh, does it? I need to try them both on the Switch too.
Dust eaters.
Google says Simpsons cartoon series will end in 2029.
Oh, wicked.
Is that not just that they haven't been commissioned any further? Because I feel like Disney are never going to end it. Google will also try and tell you that O.J. Simpson didn't do it, so I wouldn't trust Google. Ooh, hello. Nice, 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 nice. Not nice, not nice, not nice.
Oh, now come on.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Let's do this thing.
You
Wonder if we'll get a Sparks of Hope Nintendo Switch 2 edition,
time for some
and you can play as Rayman in every mission.
style.
Actually, I can't remember, if you beat the
What's my name?
DLC, can you then replay the main game as Rayman? I can't remember that.
I don't remember
Actually, you probably
seeing it
can.
before.
I think you can use Donkey Kong in the main game of Kingdom Battle.
Don't
Don't
get it right.
be...
Damn
Tory.
automatic transmission.
It's just general advice.
Aw, loser. Boy, I oughta.
Mistakes were made, and people say I'm slow. Wait a minute. That wasn't it.
If you take a backwards route on this mission, you'd pretty much guaranteed... Really? Really?
Blame for this.
I've never heard that before. I know you can on the one at the end of level 1.
Do this thing. You work.
Surely the backwards route is way longer, isn't it?
You, hey.
Oh man, this sucks. Wow, man.
I'm going to have to try it, because I got no hope. Well, I used to be so good at this.
Piece of cake.
Okay, I'll take the backwards route then.
Bart Simpson.
Otherwise, I got no hope of finishing this before 5 past
Hey, slow her
8.
down to the right, please.
Because I can't get stuck on a mission now. I've been pretty, not flawless, but pretty good with the missions. Slightly longer,
Oh man, this
yeah, it's worth a try. You also don't risk crashing into as many civilians or people, because this route is so much clearer. It thinks I'm first, and if it does that based on checkpoints, then I guess this is good, because I'm not normally second. Damn it, I think you're right. It depends where on the brewery the checkpoint is, though, because... Ah, that backfired. No, 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 no. Because I'm at the brewery now, pretty much. But obviously I'm going to have to get to the other side, right?
eat asphalt.
Oh, come on. Son of a gun.
That was too easy.
Where was the other car? It's nowhere to be seen. Fair play. Thank you for that. Probably shouldn't trust Google after all. It could be the father of AI or something. Yeah, I mean, don't use the Google AI thing. If you Google anything and the AI overview tells you something, just don't trust it, because... Woof. It'll tell you that certain items at Greg's are coming back when they're not, and that really upsets me, because I get really excited and then... No.
Oh man, that sounds cool.
Okay, so what have we got?
I hope their plan fails.
41
Who am I
minutes
kidding? Zombies eating brains?
to
Oh,
acquire
this is gonna rock.
400 coins
Eat asphalt,
and do the
asshole.
7 most risky missions of the game. I think we've done it. I think we're going to win this. I say we. Because it's a team effort. Because of that handy tip at the end there. I could make a short about that. Or I could stretch it out to an 8-minute video. The teamwork was really the Simpson we made along the way. Man, I love this world. So cool. Not world, level. Level design, whatever. Luckily, I'm pretty good at doing those jumps and landing them perfectly. So when you've got the toxic waste, you don't want it to blow up. I'm pretty good at not... Like, I'm pretty good at going quick and going straight through the hole. You can't spell chlamydia without my... I really like that the those ghost canoes have got like a glow under them, but the glow doesn't actually work, so as soon as the car lifts up, the glow goes with it. You know what I just said about being good at those jumps? Forget that. Oh yeah, get the coins now behind the house while I'm still here. That is a good shout, because I think I now need the car. Yeah, it's at the playground. Damn, thank you. That was... I would have forgotten that and wasted time. So what do I need? 500. That seems easy enough. I can do that, because at the school playground there's a bunch on top of the school. Oh, for God's sake. I like that the camera just goes nuts as well in this level. It does have a... For a cartoon, it has a really realistic feeling of tension. Oh, there's loads of coins climbing Mr. Burns's mansion, but you don't do that till after you need the car.
Must never run again.
I might go to the power plant and do that first, because I don't know, is that a better use of my time? Because that's going to be enough coins. But then climbing that tower is a pain in the arse, and I don't want to have to do it twice, and obviously you have to. If I just go to the Wigan house, actually, that might be enough. Oh, there's loads on the way to the school as well. So instead of warping there, I'll just drive there. Yeah, 2003, manual saving was a thing. I probably should have saved this at some point.
Wow, I need a...
Wait, where do you buy the car from? It's at the zombie bit, isn't it? Like the jump I was just talking about. Yeah, the cemetery. Cool. I should have 500 by the time I get there then. Oh, God, who cares? Oof. Is it worth? There we go. I was wondering if it was even worth trying to get that wasp when I know there's coins. Boxes around the place. Alright, so the cemetery's here. That's where the car is in that case. I know exactly what I need to do.
Vengeance will be mine.
It's definitely 500, right? I'm kind of working on the assumption that was 500. Otherwise I've messed it up. Boom. Cool. Okay, we don't have to worry about coins. Just simply now, over the next 35 minutes, need to complete 6 missions. This has to be doable, and that leaves me a lot of space to mess it up and get some wrong. I think. I hope. Because the one where you climb Mr. Burns's mansion, that's an entire mission, right? So that should be really easy.
I didn't do it.
That's like the Marge one, where it's just a 15-second race for no reason.
Bart did it. I blame society. I have road rage and I know how to use it.
I've half written this script. So you know that video that I made that did really well, the Simpsons one it was going through all the secret hidden cars where they were from. I've got half a video written for a similar video about the what's it called? Every collector card. But the problem is the script's getting so long, it's going to be like an hour long, and I don't know if people would actually watch it, so do I need to condense it? But now I don't know how to condense it, because the problem is there's 49 cards. Each one of them is going to need at least a minute to explain like what episode it's from. Are you kidding? Yeah, 6 minutes per mission is fine as long as I don't do that.
Let's do this thing.
Oh, you have to drive to the power plant. Do you have to drive, like, speed away from an alien car or something on the way? Because again, that still feels like a bit of a dull mission if you're just driving there. But this level was rushed. It wasn't supposed to be blocked off. They only blocked it off because they didn't have enough time to finish. So it's amazing that this game turned out so well, considering this was early 2000s crunch time.
Like that when I got here. You're not gonna get more?
I like how shiny the skulls are on the back of the car. Hang on, are they actually reflective? No, they're not. I was going to say, that's pretty advanced for a 2003 system.
Nothing lasts forever.
This car is diabolical. If this was released today, like re-released, they'd patch out the thing about being able to swap cars for these missions. And that's a shame. Like, that's the kind of thing that developers wouldn't want there to be, even though it's actually quite a fun feature. There was clearly an accident, but they can't patch it out.
Please don't sue.
Because it was 2003.
Mistakes were made.
Haha. Take my money all you want, I don't care.
Oh, come on. Let's see you do better. Take that. Learn to drive, dumbass.
Whoa.
King Homer Power Plant.
Hey, there we go.
I'm bored of this.
Oh, is it Frink now?
King of the
And then we do the drive to the school, then we rush to the power plant, climb the thing, and then it's the 3
piece of cake.
dangerous missions. Okay. Some things need to be patched out games, others... Yeah, so many like little fun bugs that don't really mess up the game, but just make like speedrunners and fans happy. A lot of that stuff gets patched out, and it's really sad. I say sad, it's not really that sad, it's just a shame. Yep, fair enough. Forgot you had to go a bit slower on that jump.
It's crashing time.
There we go. That's more like it. Ooh, okay, that was a close call. You got loads of time on this one. In the last mission, you only get 50 seconds or something insane. But I think you only have to get to the Simpsons house or something. And then from there, it's a little race to the school. I can't remember. It's less than a year ago I played this. This is how bad my memory's getting. Nice. Whoa. Not nice. Okay. This jump is a tricky one. Because you don't want to go into the jump too quick. You don't want to come out of the jump too quick. But equally, if you don't do it quick, there's no point doing it. Luckily, like I say, pretty good time constraint on this one. But they screw you over because it takes... What does it take? Like 5 seconds to float up the tractor beam? So you think you've got here in time, but you really haven't. Oh, it gives you 30 seconds, that's alright then. Oof. Cool. When I was watching one of my favourite films...
Boy, talk about getting the nerve. If I'm gonna kill those town-filming black cars...
Now you can rank streamers,
laser distributing reality,
as long as I'm number 1.
I'm gonna need some more toxic waste.
Actually, I can jump there. Something about Monty. Good lord.
I need to find...
Casual human combustion. So what do? Do you just race to the power plant and then climb it? This is the one mission I can never really remember. But I don't think it's that hard, is it? Oh wow, you literally just have to drive there at the same time we drove back. Is that it? Seems okay. So it turns out this game really is surprisingly small. There we go, alien car. I knew there would be one. So how long to beat? Saying 10 hours is absolutely silly billy. Because, oh look at it. we're going to do this in under 3 quite easily. It's a shame. I was hoping it might be a bit harder so that we can get some of that fun excitement that we got post Rayman last time. My driving in this mission has been spectacular, actually. And you know what? As I say that, I have to go and ruin it. And yet somehow I still avoided the police. I don't care if I get busted, I just need to get to the power plant first. Liars! Yeah, how long to beat is crazy for linear games as well. Because you'll take something like this, it'll say this is 10 hours, but then it'll say something like Gears of War 1 is 4 hours or something stupid when it's just clearly not. Unless it's just me doing things in the wrong order. Wrong order? Wrong way. I'm doing things too slowly or too quick. Like I say, How Long to Beat's pretty good for open world games. It seems to have a better gauge of it there.
Ouch! My bikini zone's chafing.
This, I was going to say this bit is so much harder on keyboard and mouse than it is on a controller. So I'm playing with a controller. You wouldn't believe it though, based on the fact that I did in fact just fall moments after you said not to fall. So, you know, sorry. Should be alright though, because the mission finishes when we get up here. Meaning we got 3 simple missions where the whole point is they're quick as all hell, because that's what makes them so hard.
Right, everyone, suck butt.
We've got 28 minutes. Seems easy enough. Has anyone seen the Boundary Break episode for this? It's fantastic. Whoop, there we go. Alien Autopsy Part 1. Alright, here we go. Now, a trick I always do with this, I don't know how the hell I'm going to succeed at this mission with the broken car. With the other missions, you got to get behind the thingy, behind the toxic waste, and start speeding really quickly, so that you get pretty much like a 3-second head start, rather than going into it, turning around and all of that stuff. Damn, I gotta get cheese. I don't know if I can make it for the end. If I keep playing like a fool like this, you'll be fine.
Piece of cake.
Oh, what? Takes you back there? Actually, I guess that makes sense. Pasta has baked. Ah, very nice, very nice. Thank you for joining. Enjoy your pasta.
Eat my dust.
Unless it's not good. At which point, I don't know, I hope you still enjoy it.
Vengeance will be mine.
I'm not worried too much about the speed on this one, because this is a pretty good time constraint. It's the next 2 that have the tough time constraints, but in the same vein, they have race elements to them. So you don't actually have to get all the way to the school in those unfair time constraints. You just have to get to the Simpsons house and then outrun an alien car, and then you get another minute or something. And once you're at the Simpsons house, you can get to the school in a minute. But you're most of the way there by the time you outrun the alien anyway, as long as you make the alien crash.
Where am I gonna
Yeah, that's true, you've got to go to the school. The last mission, you've got to race an alien to the school, which is fine. And then escape one on the way back. And I can't remember the one in Snake's car, because it all just blurs into one, because the end of this game is super rushed.
parked in it?
Well, there we go. This one was okay. Took a couple of attempts, but nothing too bad. I bet you on the GameCube this costs a fortune. This is like £25 in CEX on PS2.
Car fast.
and that will be the cheapest one because it's the one that sold the best. So on GameCube, that must have cost a fortune now. I know it's a lot on the original Xbox.
This town is going to pay for that.
Okay, well that was my bad. The plan was to turn around and go out the other way because you get a jump start on the route to the power plant.
The vibration's tickling my feet.
Like that.
Like, no.
So with this mod that makes it all one open world, what does it do about level 7? Is that included, or does that go separate? Because I feel like you can't really complete level... Can't really complete level 7 without it being blocked off. That makes sense. There we go. Oh, you still have the same timer even when you're running away from the alien car. I did not remember that. Unless the timer resets once you escape them. Which might be. But you get extra 5 seconds, that's good. But a minute to get back there from here is easy steezy. Even in this awful car. The whole map is open for all 7 levels. Yeah, I guess that kind of is going to screw over a few of the missions in this level then, because it's a lot quicker to go around the back if you want to get between the power plant and the school. Okay, changing the mission locations works. Has anyone played the Donut mod level 4 with an entirely new map? Because apparently, like, it is just like a DLC, like a proper DLC. I'd be interested to know if it is actually good. Because I've heard that the leader of that donut team is a bit of a Nazi, but I don't know if that's true. You need to acquire cheese and you must depart. Well, fair enough. Thanks for joining. Good luck acquiring your cheese. I will almost definitely be done by the time you're back from acquiring cheese. This is going to be relatively close, but not nearly as close as Rayman 2 was last week. I'm not even going to try and put a timer on Origins, Rayman Origins, because I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with that one. If I'm going to just speed through it or 100% it, because the speed runs are so good, I want to do the speed runs, and if you do that, you're basically 100% of the game anyway. But also, then that's going to take many hours. But also, I couldn't speed run it all in one stream anyway if I didn't do the speed. I don't know what I'm saying. Apparently, if I talk more, I'm a better driver. I wonder if the same applies for drinking. Maybe. Ugh, like no. You see, people say the finale of this game is hard, and I just did that mission essentially on my first try. I know I accidentally messed up and went up the tractor beam once at the start, but like that was my first try and that was fine. I have 22 minutes left and I'm on the last mission, and I can almost always do this mission first try now because of muscle memory, even though I'm playing on a controller instead of a keyboard. Like, I'm not going to have any trouble, because the thing is as well with this one, if you destroy the because you've got to race to the power plant, on your way back from the power plant, if you accidentally destroy the toxic waste, you can just turn around and go and get it. You've got loads of time to go back and go and get it. And in this case, where I'm on a tight time schedule in general, it's quicker to just do that than to restart the mission, because I'd still have to make the whole journey again and again anyway. So I don't think I'm going to have an issue with this level at all. I hope not. What I don't want though is the police coming after me when I've got the toxic waste, because they drive into you pretty hard. Like, that would probably have blown up the toxic waste. Okay, I think I'm probably going to lose, because normally I never get overtaken by the alien. Oh, never mind, the alien doesn't take the shortcut. That's fine. As long as I don't crash now, which I'm not going to, because I've passed the bit where you crash. Ah, this is fine. Yeah, come on. Are you kidding? The alien crashed as well. We're fine. That's diabolical. I don't think I deserve the win. I don't deserve the win today. But looks like we're going to get it. I don't want to speak too soon. But there we go. I like how this car is actually an alternate version of the car. So if you look at Grandpa's car in level 2 when you get it after doing his bonus mission, it doesn't have the the zombie killing barbed wire and stuff on the front. So this is actually a really a really cool like alternate car costume, and I think it's the only vehicle that has an alternate skin. I could be wrong about that. It's the only one I can think of. See, now you think, oh, how are you going to get to school in 20 seconds? You don't have to. All you got to do is avoid that motherfucker. There we go. I think we're done. I can't see this being an issue anymore. So, oh, yeah, if you fail after that point, you've got to... Oh, shit. Okay, just do not crash into me and we're good. Because... You prick. Oh my god. That was almost an absolute... There we go. How many minutes do we have left? 18 minutes left. And we proved my girlfriend wrong. Once again, it will become a weekly occurrence. I completed the Simpsons Hit and Run with 18 minutes to spare. So less than 3 hours. 2 hours and 42 minutes. It's a bit quicker than 10 hours, like the website says. And I have live evidence that I can beat that mission first try, which apparently is not something most people can do. Which is wonderful. I'm going to get to the end of this cutscene and I'm going to leave because I'm hungry for dinner. And I want to watch Breaking Bad. Lisa does look pretty crazy in 3D. Marge's hair is a bit funky as well. Like, I know that's what it's supposed to look like, but it doesn't in 2D. And it's just weird. It looks stressful.
And the ninja babysitters? Was that real or a hot dog dream?
Hot dog dream.
If you lose the waist too close to the school, you have to restart the mission. Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, those fans.
I'll sign all the autographs later. Marge has bubble wrap hair. Yeah. I do feel like Marge's hair would be pretty funny to just stick your hand in. And, yeah. I wonder what it looks like if she doesn't get a haircut for a while.
Why did we go to Earth Heaven when we died?
Well, at least we don't have to sit through the stupid video
Yeah, you
game.
can't skip the cutscenes, and that's a shame. But oh well.
No!
Well, there we have it, folks. That was the Simpsons Hit and Run in under 3 hours. Make myself big. Right.